All right, welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green, and it's Monday, and we're going to have Monday's Fun Day. That's what I've been told, and we're going to have some fun today. Wednesday 13 is going to stop by and join me. I'm going to talk about my experiences on the 80's cruise and much more right after this. Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there to waste time with you. Nobody I'd rather waste time with than most of you. Some people might have noticed I've been gone for a little while, but I was on a cruise, obviously the 80's cruise, a long trip. That was about 10 days of my life, not just the cruise, but getting there and all those things. And then I came home and been dealing with a little bit of a chest cold. It started as a head cold and then became a chest cold. And so I had to deal with that. And now here we are back in the saddle again, going to have a fun show and try to bring a little enjoyment, a little entertainment, maybe therapy even on this Monday. It's St. Patrick's Day Eve for all of you observing St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure Wednesday is a big St. Patrick's Day observer. Anyway, before we get too into it, it's come to my attention that a lot of people are using the name Jason Green for clicks on their videos. They're tagging me and then discussing me. And it's strange because I've got all the Jason Green you could possibly need right here, right now. I mean, I am your one stop for Jason Green content and even truth, because it seems like this is the only place you're going to find it. It seems sad to me that people's best content is using me or my name. If that's all you got, maybe you should rethink the YouTube game. For me personally, I don't do this for clickbait or for drama. You'll never find a video where I disparage somebody or try to ruin their reputation or made false accusations. Any of that kind of crazy shit that people clickbait and do. I could have so many more subscribers and viewers if all of my videos started with the headline, "What happened to the truth?" And then I made up some bullshit, because that's what people are desperate. We live in a world where people feel like they matter too much. And so now YouTube is my job. There's no guarantee you're going to make any money doing YouTube. You make videos and you hope people like it. When I started, it was a little thing to do during the pandemic. And then people started to like it. 67,000 people later. And is that the number? 46,000? How many we got? 47,000. Look, can't keep track. 47,000 people later, people seem to like it. I'm here for the people who come up to me and tell me, you know what? You got me through work. I hear it all the time. I was at work and I had my headphones on and you helped me get through a boring shift, a long drive. I hear that all the time. You gave me a little bit of entertainment on a boring day. Or people who say, I related to your thoughts on pop culture and fun, sometimes music. I like your guests. I like the questions. These are the people that I'm here for, or the people who tell me I'm recovering from surgery and I'm laid up at home and I just binge watch your videos and it's a distraction. No politics, no news, no nothing. It's a distraction. Those are the people that I relate to. And then the most people that I relate to is the people who say, you know what, I suffer from anxiety, depression, panic attacks. I don't like to go out. And your videos help me get through some dark times because I laugh. And I laugh with Wednesday, or I laugh with Johnny Monaco, or whoever is on the show. That's why I do this. So nobody has to watch. If you don't like it, go find something else to watch. There's plenty of options, I'm sure. I'm not here to beg. I'm not here to clickbait. None of it. We're here to have a good time all the time. And with that said, Wednesday 13. How are you, Wednesday? Oh, he's catching up on some reading.
Oh, sorry, I was just reading the latest martial arts movies with Chuck Norris on the front.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's got a little feature on a little film called Silent Rage. It's coming out in theaters this 1981.
Mhm.
And I was looking on the back here, looking at some stuff I'm trying to order, like some nunchucks. Check out the price of $12.95 for nunchucks.
That's
Uh,
a good deal. This
yeah,
show brings time traveling back, apparently.
yeah, and the gloves, these sparring gloves. Some really good stuff here. A nunchuck case. I didn't even know they made those.
Hmm. And I
Uh,
had a lot of that stuff Wednesday. I grew up in New York, and I would go to Times Square, 42nd Street. It's not the Disney
mhm.
as it is now. Back then, it was all kung fu movies and adult movies that you could choose, and you could
The
buy
best.
a pair of nunchucks. And I'm going to tell you, I used to love to buy Jackie Chan bootlegs and Jet Li bootlegs before you could get them in stores. These are the imports. And so I would always go and frequent these kind of seedy shops. And there was a time this guy runs into the store and he's like, listen, I need a weapon. And the guy's like, well, all right, I can sell you something. You need nunchucks, you need a sai, you need a staff. And he goes, I need something quick. The guy's outside. And and I'm sitting watching this odd discussion. And the guy, he offers him a throwing star. And I think the guy might have took the throw, but then he's like, can I just borrow it and bring it? I just got to hit somebody with it and then I'll bring it back. And they weren't going for that. It reminded me of like somebody going to a karate school and running in and go, listen, I got to kick this guy's ass real quick. Can you just give me a couple lessons?
Right, right.
Do you remember the movie called They Call Me Bruce?
Oh yeah. And I remember they still call me Bruce.
There was a
I
stage.
like that one better, actually.
I don't remember it as well. I saw They Call Me Bruce in the theater in the Bronx, but there's a scene when he gets caught with nunchucks and a police officer tells him that's illegal. You can't have those. And he says, no, these are chopsticks. And then he tries to eat his food with his nunchucks.
Yeah, that'd be considered racist these days, I believe.
I think it could be. They don't make movies like They Call Me Bruce anymore.
Right. Now, speaking of racism, I found this crack magazine. I don't know if I should show it.
Uh-oh, this is some segue.
But it's about the people that we talk about. It's our boys. It's the different strokes. But
Mhm.
I'm going through my magazines and everything for display, and I couldn't help but find this cover.
Whoa, how insane.
Can't get away with that now, right?
I don't know. I was watching a documentary about Mel Brooks last night, and they were talking about Blazing Saddles and how you probably couldn't do any of that by today.
Yeah. This is crack magazine.
Now, do you read them? Is it still fun?
Well, I never learned to read.
Maybe we can
I'm
get
kidding. It's really hard to read some of this stuff because a lot of it isn't funny, and then some of it is funny. It's like some of it didn't age well, but it's okay. I've been going back and looking at some of these old GI Joe comics, and those have been pretty fascinating. I've been into those.
We see things now with adult eyes that we wouldn't have picked up on as kids, even though we don't act like
Betty Davis eyes.
yes, for sure. I'm going through this whole resurgence of cartoons, and this Wednesday you're going to join me, and we're going to talk about cartoons that were made from movies or TV shows that you might not remember. I won't dive too deep into it today because we want to leave a surprise, but there are some cartoons that I just had no idea. And the way this started is I was on the 80's cruise, and they had a lounge, and the lounge had a giant Rubik's Cube, and each side of the Rubik's Cube had a screen. And I said, I got to get this in my house. I was walking by, and they were showing Give Me a Break. And they had it set up like an 80's den. So they had every board game. They had the little baseball and football handheld games.
Whoa.
And they had puzzles that people could come by and collectively put together. And so I was just so into this, sitting there watching, and I would just sit there and watch these old shows. I wanted Den like that. But then all of a sudden the RoboCop cartoon came on that I
Mhm.
didn't remember at all. And of course, I did what I normally would do. I texted you and I said, "Do you remember the RoboCop cartoon?" And you did.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't great. There's actually, I think, two RoboCop cartoons.
Mm.
There's one called like RoboCop something, and it was like a later one, but yeah, they made pretty much anything. They made that Swamp Thing. We'll talk about it on Wednesday, but there's a bunch of good and there's a bunch of bad, but mainly bad. But I appreciate the fact that they made it.
I think that if you have medicinal usage in your life, some of these things could be better. It could be funnier. That's what I was thinking as I was trying to absorb some of this. But it was funny because I was trying to explain it to Michelle, that the character of RoboCop's partner, she's a feisty young woman, but in the movie, this gang really get fresh with her. Things were out of line, and now they're in a cartoon. It didn't really make sense.
Same way with Rambo.
Right.
I mean, he blew a man apart with a bow and arrow, and now he's like helping people. And now
Rambo.
I know it was done out of revenge, but that's what happens. Chuck Norris had a Chuck Norris and the Karate Commandos. That was
Yeah.
another guy. He did everything.
Well, we're going to talk about it Wednesday. Everybody should tune in and be part of the cartoon discussion. We're going to go deep. I'm in deep. And we're
I
going to talk
like it.
about all those things. Wednesday, I've been thinking a lot about time and managing time and preserving time. Normally, I wake up, I start planning my funeral. I go over the list of people that are invited. Then I cross somebody out. No, you're not coming. And that's usually, and then I usually do a casket fitting. I go and I bring my tape measure, and then I see if I fit. And then people tell me that cremation is better for the environment. And then I have to go think about that for a while. And then I'm very neurotic when it comes to death. I think a lot of us are. I'm 51 years old, and it's, some people would say that's midlife. I think I'm in the final chapter, and so I think about how can I save time, because before the days seemed to go awfully fast, and I thought I'm wasting my time with too many people, and I'm wasting my time. I have a show called Waste Some Time, and I thought social media. I've deleted all my social media. My psychiatrist calls that a digital disconnect. Digital disconnect, and I'm tired of seeing people on social media talk about how bad their day was, or people lying and saying how good their day was, because I feel like social media, you're supposed to make yourself look better than you actually are. Everyone, oh, look at me. I went to Bojangles today. Look at the combo. That might be a good post. But there's a lot of negativity, and then people fighting over politics, and then people lying and all this just bullshit. And so I also found myself, like many people, before bed doing this. Scrolling. Wake up in the morning. Where's my device? I got to do some scrolling. And then I'm reading about grandma died last night. Can't pay the rent. Think I got typhoid. And I'm like, I don't know if I need this in my life. And then politics. People get mad about it. I'm so mad. Well, in my new universe, I don't know anything. I don't want to know. I know about me. I know about Michelle. I know about my few friends that I can count on one hand, and it's made time so much better. When I sit down now, Wednesday, you're an inspiration. The way you have that room set up is a time zone, a time warp of
Mm-hmm.
fun and positivity, and you keep the TV going. And so now I put on Saturday morning cartoons. Doesn't matter what day it is, and I just zone out to a time when things were happier and things were better. And it makes me feel like I'm using my time better. Now, you're home Wednesday for the first time in a while. You know, the way
Mm-hmm.
your life works is touring goes in sections, and there's going to be
Yes.
times you're home. What do you do with your time? What is a daily day for Wednesday 13 like?
Um, you know, like we talked before, coming home from a tour and after a long tour like I did, because like even though there were separate tours, it kind of all blurs together. Last year, putting that record out, going to Europe 2 or 3 times, all the festivals, everything, going to Australia, my brain's just like, so when I came home from this tour, I was ready to be home. And I lose track of time real quick because I kind of come home and just sort of incubate like for a little bit. But sometimes it hits me, like we talked before. I get hit with this post tour depression, and I don't really know what to do with my time because this, I don't. The touring is my job. I don't come home and do another job. What I do is I keep the band going. I'm the manager of the band. I do everything. Work with my agent to set stuff up. But that downtime is something that I've been working on because on this coming back from this tour, I knew I was going to have some time off, and I was like, I can't come home and crash out. I can't come home and be depressed. So instead of coming home and splurging on food and eating a bunch of stuff that I like to eat because I've been on tour and I didn't get to eat it, I didn't do that. I went straight to the gym and kept my gym routine going, and that sort of kept my brain occupied, and it took up a few hours of my day. So I've been going to the gym every single day since I've been home. I wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning, and I go do that. So that's been helping me a lot. And then when I come home from the gym, I chill out. I come in here and hang out in this room and watch. Today I was watching the horrible Swamp Thing cartoon, and
Recent.
but I was having a good time, and I was hanging out with my cat, and I took a nap. I went to my favorite coffee place. So I'm just trying to do little things. I'm trying to do less on my phone. People may notice my Instagram. I'm still posting stuff, but I'm not doing it like I did before. I may post every day or something, but I'm not like, I'm just like you. I'm trying to. The world sucks right now, and everybody's reminding you about it. And I just try to get away from it as much as I can. And unfortunately, I wish I could disconnect, but if I disconnected, I would lose contact with everything that I do. Unfortunately, with when I book tours, most of the venues want to set up events through Facebook, and
Shout outs. Yeah, yeah.
it's just something I have to do. But I'm trying to do less. This is not what I consider that. This is you and I hanging out talking, and we've developed a cool little fan base of people here that like to come watch us talk and bullshit, and
It's the same conversation we would have if we were on the phone.
exactly. He said we got people watching us,
And
and
they can be part of it. And a lot of these are very nice people, and I want to address a few of them. And then we're here to talk about the 80s cruise too. I know a lot of
let me
80s,
put on these glasses.
80s cruise people turned in. All right, let's see.
Smart I look.
Scarlett, it's nice to see you. And Scarlett has, I think that's the C. That's the open C, which I spent a lot of time on.
C was my favorite letter to circle when I was trying to rush through a test at school, just to be done quick.
They say,
before-
yeah, pick
C,
C.
C, C, C.
Brian Kirk is saying that he's been to the store and he said, let's support Jason and buy some merch. Brian, it's very nice of you. I should point out we're offering a discount. And Brian, we got to make up for you for not getting a discount. But the discount is it 20%? Is that what? Wow, that's crazy. 20%. And the code is cruise. So Michelle will put the link in the comments, and then you can get some merch. And, it's just fun. Helps the show if you like it. People ask. Not going to sit here and push it for an hours, but people have been asking for It's Not Right merchandise because, it's not right. And there's a lot more of that kind of stuff coming, T-shirts and things. And then people have been asking for the cruise. We made these stickers to give to people on the cruise, but they showed up a day after we left. Anyway, there's all that kind of stuff. And then
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
I had all these packs of cards. If you've seen the channel, I like to have people open cards. They call that ripping packs and try to see if they find their own card. That's a good one right there. I think I got one somewhere. But so I had boxes of these cards left over, and I thought maybe we'll put some packs in the store if someone wanted to get them. These are the actual packs from the boxes seen on the YouTube videos. So there is the Rock Stars music cards, and here is the Mega Metal music cards. And you probably saw Blas Elias and Mark Slaughter and Dana Strum and Vixen and Pretty Boy Floyd and Chips Enough. They opened all of these packs. Well, these are still sealed. You can see what you can get. And I had a couple of these left over from Joyce DeWitt opening cards, one of my biggest videos ever. And we have a few of those.
Would you like to trade for a Bo Derek?
That might make a good trade. When I see you next, we'll have to.
See, I'm not really into Bo Derek, and I know you might be more into Bo Derek than I am. But I would need a Three's Company. I've also got an extra Rambo, and there's a place I was going to ask you if you've ever been to out here. I'm not sure what part of California it is. It's like 30 minutes.
Sons?
Yes. Have you been there?
I haven't, and they have tons of those cards, and it seems to be the place to be.
Yes,
and I want to go.
Well, let's go when you come out here.
Yes, I think that would be.
They've got some cool stuff. I saw a dude do a video vlog, and he went through it, and he showed the place that has all of those cards. It's got these. He has an entire box of the Fright Flicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we need to go stock up on a few supplies.
Stock up on a few supplies. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, that stuff is in the store right now, and you can order and support the channel. It's if you don't, that's okay too. All right, let's get to these. Clint, it's good to see you. Good evening, Jason and Michelle. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the live show. Let's see, a lot of people watching here. Some people will watch it tomorrow, depending on the schedule that they're on. Not everyone can watch it right now. We started a little late today, but that's fine. It's great Wednesday. This sun stays out longer now. We get an extra hour. I like it.
It's weird. It's messing up my mornings because I'm an early morning dude. So like, it's kind of weird now. It's making me late and lazy. Like, it's fooling me a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I guess I don't really care. I guess I'm kind of already used to it.
It is a little harder getting up in the morning, and then I have to reschedule. Go down to the crematory and check the temperature of the ovens, make sure it's to my liking. But now I can't do that because I can't get up early. So I do have to do other things.
I have no problem getting up early. I'm still waking up early. It's just it feels too early. Like when I'm going to the gym now, it's like dark, and I'm like, this is weird. At least it was kind of the sun was coming up. It made me feel a little better. So I'm starting to drag ass a little bit and wait till the sun starts to come up.
Are there any famous people at your gym?
Not that I know of, but man, let me just get it out there. And maybe this is a gym thing, and maybe this is something people like to do. Maybe people in the comments can chat on this. So I have a Planet Fitness card. My whole band has it. Most bands that tour the way I do, and bandwagons and buses or whatever, a lot of bands will park at Planet Fitnesses because they allow parking, and people can go in there and use showers, use the gym. Mainly people do for showers. So I live near the gym. I don't have any need to shower at the gym here. Mm-hmm. So when I go to my local gym, I bring my little bag. I bring a little change of shirt because of sweat. But for the past at least 2 or 3 times a week, I get caught in the naked zone with this old dude who looks like Old Man Clemens from Happy Gilmore. Old Man Clemens hates shit. He looks just like him. And He walks from the back of the locker room right out of the shower completely naked. And he's just carrying his stuff up here. And he just looks like, whoo, like, whoo. Just let me walk through the whole gym with his junk just hanging. And I'm trying not to make contact. So I'm just kind of police blurring it out like they do on Cops in my brain. And I see, and every day my goal is to finish running before this dude gets naked and walks. And there's like 4 other dudes the following day that did it. And I know it's a locker room, but they got changing places. Who just walks across the locker room with their junk hanging out?
Let me first. I want to say Sean Clark is in the comments. I was told. I haven't got through them yet, but I don't know if Sean wants to join us. But if he does, we'll send him the link.
Hello, Sean.
It's good to see Sean. But I want to tell a story based on what you said. I won't use too many names, but I did a concert at a place called Vinyl inside the Hard Rock Hotel, and it was a charity show that we did at Christmas time. We did every year, and the Marines would come and collect toys and all those things. So anyway, at the end of the night, we're in the dressing room. The whole venue is empty. There's bathrooms, there's other rooms. We're in the dressing room, and we hired this guy. Why did my camera go out?
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
It looks like someone put a target on you.
Yeah, they might have. This could be a job for the Rambo freedom fighters.
Watch your ear.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. What is the deal with airline food? All right, hold on.
Well,
now we're really going to need Sean.
And I saw Old Man Clemens today, and I kind of rushed up. I got the fuck out of there before he got down, but he will get stripped down.
So I'm doing this gig, and the gig is over, and we go into the dressing room. Nobody is there. It's late at night, and this guy is a kind of known guitar player. He's in some name bands, and he had a hotel room even, so he could have done whatever it is he wanted. And it's me, and I'll say Scotty Griffin from LA Guns, who sang in my band Sin City Rejects. We're sitting on a couch, and this guy decides to get completely naked, just balls naked. He was not in great shape, and he bends over. His ass is like in our face, and it's a big room. Why did you have to do this in front of us? And so it's finally, and he's taking his time. The balls are swinging. When he left, I told Scotty, why didn't you tell me he was one of those? And then he goes, I didn't know he was one of those. Can you believe he's one of those? One of these guys who loves to get naked. Another guy I worked with who was a very famous drummer also loved to be naked. I don't get it.
You know, I mean, I've been around my drummers, and that's kind of a normal thing. But this is just, it's just odd. Like, and then I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's just Old Man Clemens. And then next thing I know, here comes another dude. And like they're just wearing Crocs, and they got like everything. They just got everything on their shoulder, like what a shower. Let me just walk across everybody, like, and they're dripping water, and then they get over to and then they pop their legs up on the little thing, and they're like trying to dry in between. I'm like,
yeah, the ball shine. I've seen that too. Like the guys at the gym and the ball shine. They really get it.
I don't like the ball shine. It's just like
David,
I get out of there, man. I wear sunglasses. I look down. I would not be good in prison. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Daytona Guitars, thank you for being a channel member. I want to thank some of these channel members. There's Jenny, all these people who support the channel. Matt, thank you so much. Did I give the discount 20% cruise, right? Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure I did that.
Always hated the gym, even like in school, like the locker room when we were forced to go to PE or whatever they called it. I fucking hated it.
Oh, me too, yeah. Mistress
McCall, it was just like prison. People would just walk around and pick on you. I remember there was a guy like in 7th grade that already had like a full hairy chest. And I'm just like, I look like Screech. And then there's like it was just crazy times.
I went to school in Harlem, and sometimes we go on these trips, you know what I mean? And there's a movie where that happens, where they're in the locker room with the, I better not say too much.
Man, locker rooms sucked. So much went down in locker rooms. It's just like prison.
Yeah.
Get your kids out of school, everybody. Prison. School is prison.
Question from MySpace Tom. MySpace Tom. Are we getting some Sean Clark soon? Well, I heard he's here, but I have to find out. Here is Murder Doll. I like that name with an X. Hello, hello.
Hello,
And
Murder Doll X.
a lot of nice people. Love the Friday 13th video. I want to point out, it's that video. We were just passing by to go do something else, and I saw Blairstown, New Jersey, and I said, "That's where the Jason Diner is. Let's go film this video." It was a fun diner. It was a fun experience. It was a fun town, and I was sitting on the video, and next thing you know, I said, "It's Friday the 13th. 3 Friday the 13th this year." I thought, let me put it out, and so I hope that people enjoyed it. It wasn't thorough. It was definitely not a Horrors Hallowed Grounds quality video, but it was, we showed you some fun stuff, and I hope that people like it. Jeff Down is up, 76. Hello, thank you, Jeff, a loyal supporter of the show. Chelsea is laid up with a foot injury and surgery, so Chelsea, I hope we can distract you from the pain and suffering that the world offers, and surgery. Dreaming in Disguise, thank you for being a channel member. Hello to Wednesday, and this is Shannon Rocks. Missed you, so glad to see you back.
Hello.
And I'm trying.
My glasses back on.
Missed the live show. We're still talking about Chuck Norris. I'm so far behind. We're going to talk about Chuck Norris on Wednesday much more with that.
Chuck Norris just had a birthday.
Yeah.
He's a good man. There. He's a good man.
There should be a Sho Kazuji cartoon. They missed out on that.
That would have been so cool.
Mm-hmm. I was watching a TV show the other day. I'm trying to get Michelle to accept the classic way of television, and she was scrolling. Now, I don't do that anymore. I was watching Happy Days, and in the episode, it was one of my favorites. It's called "Smoking Ain't Cool." Fonzie finds out that Joni is smoking, and hey, smoking ain't cool. At the end of the episode, we find out that she was trying to impress a boy, and then she goes and dances with the boy. He doesn't care that she doesn't smoke, and that boy was Michael Dudikoff of American Ninja fame. It's crazy.
Huh. Mm-hmm. You know, Michael Dudikoff was also in Bachelor Party.
I totally forgot.
He plays an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He plays one of the idiot guys. Chuck Norris was originally scheduled to play the American Ninja, and there's a poster you can look up online to see his face instead of Michael Dudikoff. But due to Chuck Norris's strict contracts and the fact that no one wants to tell Chuck Norris no, his contract strictly states that he does not cover up his face. And therefore, that's why he was not the American Ninja. But he also had Invasion USA and Delta Force around that time, so he didn't really need it. But I was happy with Michael Dudikoff. I was impressed.
Deadhead Dave, thank you for being a member for 9 months, and happy we speak your name. Happy to honor you. I was going to tell you there's a new Delta Force action figure coming out.
I can't wait.
Yeah, from I think it's
Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they made him. They made RoboCop, and then they made the dude, the bad guy, Bitches Leave, Red Foreman.
Mm-hmm. Delta Force is a little depressing.
Well, it kind of ties up with what's going on right now. It was about Iran.
When Delta Force happened, my mother was concerned that people were going to profile Jews. My mother's not Jewish. I'm half Jewish. And because they check passports, and then they try to look, and they ask a German woman to pick the Jewish people on the plane. Very, very depressing. Ernest Borgnine or Martin Balsam, or both of them, or who? I think it's Martin Balsam.
No, not Ernest Borgnine. George
Kennedy.
George Kennedy he's a priest, but Borgnine's not in it.
Yeah, these old Jews all look alike.
And what's his face? Uh, they got him playing like the main terrorist, and he's the guy that's in. I can't think. He's in everything. He's in Jackie Brown. He's the guy that rescues Walter White, and hides him in the forest or whatever at the very last season. And they got him playing like a right. That's that dude.
I have to look it up. We'll do
Look,
it.
you should look it up. It'll drive me crazy, but
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure it's that guy. He was in he's in Me, Myself, and Irene. He's the police captain.
And he's the terrorist?
I believe they make him look like a terrorist. They kind of make him a little darker complexion.
I think that's racist.
Because Jack wrote me and goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe they made blah 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 an Iranian terrorist."
All right.
It's like when they made Charles Bronson an Indian.
All right, let's go through some of these. Now, the actor that I was confusing Ernest Borgnine with is Martin Balsam, and he was on. He made guest spots on All the Family Things, but he plays Ben Kaplan, and his wife is Edie Kaplan. His wife is played by Shelley Winters, and then the other couple is Joey Bishop, who was in the Rat Pack, and Lainey Kazan played his wife, and then George Kennedy of Police Story fame is Father O'Malley. Steve James, you remember Steve James, the great black karate sidekick to Chuck Norris?
Yeah. He was the guy they called when they couldn't get Carl Weathers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was the poor man's.
And he was also in American Ninja. He's the one that got his respect after American Ninja almost strangled him with a garden hose.
So when you said the guy from Jackie Brown, I was going to say, do you mean Robert Forster? And it is Robert Forster.
Yes, they made him the Iranian terrorist.
It's insane. He was best known for a little movie called Alligator. Jackie Brown.
I forgot he's an alligator. Yeah, he's been in everything. But I just remember him being Walter White's guy that took him out in the woods and took care of him. But I just remember Jack calling me. He was like, "I can't believe they made him," because it doesn't look like him. But then when you see it, you're like, "Oh shit!"
He played Abdul Rafai, the leader of the terrorist group.
Chuck Norris blows him up on a rocket, I believe.
Yeah.
On a motorcycle with a rocket.
How crazy. Yeah, maybe I got to watch it again, but it is depressing. I will say. Down is up. Thank you. Been a member for 12 months. Long live wasting time.
My dad took me to see Delta Force the weekend it came out, and Invasion USA. I got to see those.
My mother and I made a deal. She'll pick a movie. I'll pick a movie. I picked the Delta Force. After we saw Delta Force, we went and we saw Hannah and Her Sisters, Woody Allen. It was quite the double feature. Movies. I had no idea what I was watching at that time. I appreciate Woody Allen's humor now, but
I don't know how you feel or if you even remember, but the Delta Force music, like the instrumental, was badass. When I would hear it, I wanted to fight, do something, ride my bike faster, run harder. I wasn't having sex then, but if I was, I would have had sex harder.
No, I agree. I wasn't either.
I mean, it's a good song. We could pull it up. You probably wouldn't get flagged for playing it, but it's a good one.
It's one of the best action. I texted Sean to see if he's interested in saying hello. Sean has out of all of us, Sean has the busiest schedule right now. He's got things to do. But that Delta Force theme is incredible and a great movie. My father would be known, like most fathers, to take me to movies that were inappropriate, but he didn't completely realize it. He took me to see Tarzan the Ape Man with Bo Derek in the theater. We thought we were going to a Tarzan movie. It's basically porn. Tarzan the Ape Man.
I saw Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan.
I remember that one too.
I didn't like that. I wasn't into that. I don't like jungle movies. I don't like movies where they got to solve stuff.
This gentleman saw Sean in Japan, but he didn't want to disturb him and asked for a photo. Over there, they value politeness. Well, Sean Clark would have been okay with you saying hello, I believe. Yeah. I don't think he would have given you.
Somebody said Greystoke sucked. Yeah, it did.
I don't remember it being good.
I remember kind of going, I got to go to the bathroom, and I just go hang out around the concession stand, try to talk to girls.
Thank you. Down is up. I appreciate that. giving 5 new members. Let's hope you didn't give a membership to an asshole. That's the tricky thing about gifting memberships. Sometimes, because you can't pick who gets it. What if an asshole gets it? Then they're an asshole member. Oh, you don't want that. But anyway, it's generous. Hold on. Let's get to these super chats. Matt, thank you so much. Matt's been with us for a long time, channel member, and appreciate that super chat. Jerry's glad to see us back, and get through these. And then I got to talk about the cruise, because if I don't, it would be clickbait. And that's not for me. That's for other people to do bullshit. I said I was going to talk about it. I will. Glad to see you guys together again. That's Tina. Tina, you've been with us for 22 months as a channel member.
Tina. That's what that dude kept saying on Nightmare on Elm Street.
Dreaming in Disguise has been a member
Tina.
for 22. Tina and Dreaming in Disguise have both been members for 22 months. That's 44 months put together.
Dreaming in Disguise brings me excellent gifts on tour.
Oh, very cool.
Many of them. I don't even know where to start.
Very cool. Look, Carolyn was one of the people who got a membership. Thank you for the gift. Carolyn from Cleveland is not an asshole. Carolyn from Cleveland is good people, so it's working. Let me see where Sean is, and then I'll talk about the cruise. Maybe Sean wants to hear about the cruise. I think he's lose my number. I don't know. I didn't respond. Okay, let's see here. It's so hard to read some of these things.
Man, this G.I. Joe live channel is the coolest thing ever. It is just.
Let me tell you something.
Packed.
Wednesday, they have this channel on YouTube featuring marathons of Alice, right? So I go, I'll watch an Alice marathon, but they sneak religious messages into the episode of Alice, and they're creepy. Like there's someone praying, and then it cuts, and I thought I was having a seizure, and somebody is representing Alice in a different light.
Is it like new propaganda, or is it old propaganda?
It looks like it's kind of new, maybe AI-ish, like crying statues.
It's to convert everybody to Jesus. That's the new way by 2030.
I didn't think that Vic Tayback was the way, but I mean, what do I know?
I think that's the case. Everybody's going to have to be Christian by 2030, or you're going to get ousted. They're going to come after my catalog.
Wednesday, people have gotten mad at me. It's come to my attention. I will point out, I don't read anything people say about me. I don't care. But it's come to my attention that someone was concerned, or people were concerned, that in one of my episodes of the show, I found a Bible. And it was called the Cowboy Bible. Is that what it's called? The Rodeo Bible. And I went, not for me. And it was about rodeos. I don't like rodeos. I think it's cruel to animals. I'm not telling people don't eat meat. That's not what I'm saying. But I think rodeos and things are cruel. So I threw this book back into the drawer and I said, not for me. No big deal. But people seem to be mad. I think I've been very fair to all religions. I've had the members of Stryper on many times. I've given people a platform. I got no problem with people believing in anything they want. So I think people are misconstruing me, mislabeling me, and I don't know what I'm trying to say. All right. If I got through these questions, then I can start talking about this cruise. How's my cat? That's a good question. The cat is doing amazing. The cat runs the house. The cat is behind me. Where? Under the guitar? Oh, he's underneath that Karate Kid popcorn bucket. And we don't pet the cat yet. Sometimes you can get a graze, but the cat is great. It makes life so much better. Cats are better than people. All right, let's talk about this cruise. And if Sean wants to join us, Michelle, you'll let me know. So Wednesday, I went on the 80's cruise, and it's more about the experience than the actual individual artists and things. And I want to make sure people understand, I don't get paid to go on this cruise. I pay. There's no preferential treatment. No one gives me anything. So if I make money, it's because you watched the video. Day one of the video came out this morning, and people seem to be liking it. It's a tough time on YouTube, so you got to put out good content. If you put out bullshit, people won't watch. So if you watched this morning, that's great. But if not, you have time, tonight. So the first day of the cruise was Gary Newman. And I knew Gary Newman was great. A lot of people on that cruise weren't prepared for what it is, because it's a lot more than Cars. And when he plays in his home country, he doesn't usually even play Cars. Cars wasn't really as big a hit overseas. But of course, on the 80s cruise, he did play it. And I see a lot of people in the comments who were saying it sounds like Nine Inch Nails. Well, Nine Inch Nails is inspired by Gary Newman and had him open tours and collaborate on songs.
You could even look up a YouTube clip of them bringing him out not long ago and rocking it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's obvious Trent Reznor knew his stuff and knew the influence.
This is one of his biggest influences.
And he's great. And it was just like, he doesn't talk, just songs, darkness, and creepiness.
It's so good. It's, to me, I mean, I like Nine Inch Nails a lot too, but to me, Gary Newman's, the songs, production, I don't know. I like it better. Plus, I like his old catalog. I really love the Pleasure Principle record and the Two-Way Army, all that stuff. So he wins for me.
We saw it twice. We came back to watch it twice, and it was just so great. He has daughters who sing with him on one song, and
he's a family man.
He completely is. He stayed on the cruise the whole time. So the first show, he brought one daughter out, and then the second show, he brought out the other daughter to sing. And but he was just as cool as they get, and watching him was great. And it rocked that cruise a little bit. I think people weren't exactly expecting as heavy.
He had to have been the best band, professional, just crushing it.
Yes, and I think the reason he played both his shows in the same night is because some people spread it out, but it's because to get his set and get everything the way you want to keep it, so you take a break, come back. But look, the guy's in his 60s, and both shows were full of energy. Down in the Park was always my favorite of his songs, way more than Cars, and just how dark it is, and hearing it was haunting. So anyway, that was a great kickoff. And then we went to see a thing called Dazz Band, D-A-Z-Z Band. And I go, I don't know what that is one bit. So I looked it up before we left, and they have a song called The Whip. And I listened to it, and this is the most catchy sampled song you've ever heard in your life. If you heard The Whip, you would know it. And you can make up your own lyrics like I do. But they were great. I was trying to figure out who the original member is. I'm a fan. I go on this thing as a fan. I want to meet the bands. I want to have fun. I don't care about, because I have a little YouTube success, doesn't stop me from being a fan and watching. So it turns out the one original member, his name was Bobby Campbell, I think, Taylor, Bobby something. He was on our plane home. It turns out he lives in Las Vegas. And he was sitting one row behind us on the plane. And every time I would get up, I would say to Michelle, I go, you think anyone knows this guy's got a Grammy? Nice old black man, he had his sunglasses on the whole flight. And I was like, that guy rides the Whip. He knows the Whip. Yeah, I go, you think these people know the Whip? And or Orange Whip? And so anyway, it was cool. To meet him. The drummer was incredible. His last name is Calhoun. I forgot his first name. It's not Will, but he was in the Gap Band. All those old pop funk bands have the best bass players you've ever seen. The Sugar Hill Gang was on the cruise. Now, I grew up in New York City, and I was familiar with Rapper's Delight, and the Sugar Hill Gang pretty much was the first rap song in history. That's the first group to do it. This guy, Master G, he's the only original member. He is the grandfather of hip hop music, which is huge. I think people didn't even understand how huge Rapper's Delight was. And there was a DJ on the boat named DJ Cool. He was filling in for Cool Mo D. I guess one Cool is as good as another Cool. And a DJ Cool had a song called Let Me Clear My Throat in the 90s, but he was on the 80s cruise. And he's going to be on the show, by the way. We had a nice long talk. He's a music expert, but he plays the bass line from Rapper's Delight. Rapper's Delight bass line is sampled, I think, from Kool and the Gang. Then Curtis Blow sampled it for a rap song called The Breaks. And this same bass line was sampled so many times that eventually John Deacon of Queen stole it, and it became Another One Bites the Dust. It's the same exact bass line. But it's amazing how hip hop music began. I'm not the biggest fan, but I do know the early stuff. And it was cool to see Sugar Hill Gang on this cruise. And I wanted to meet the guy. And when I saw him at the buffet, I'm like, I think this is him. So my move is, if I don't know for sure it's somebody, what I do is I stand behind them and I go like this, G, and then I look away and see if they look out of the corner of my eye. And when he turned his head, I go, oh, hey, how are you? And act like I knew all along.
I thought you'd be like oh, you gonna eat that? You want this chicken leg? By the way, great concert last night. And then you
That's
just
a good one too.
Chicken leg on their plate, and you're sort of serving them, and they're like, oh, okay, well, thank you. And then they have to talk to you.
That's a good one. Or excuse me, Holmes sometimes works.
Pardon me, Holmes.
Sean hasn't responded. Maybe he's had it with us. But he might be on a flight or something. You know that guy. So
he could be on drugs.
The first night they did a thing where they, in the promenade, they were acting like it's 1979. And at midnight, they were going to count down backwards with Dick Clark's video from 1979. And we were going to kick off 1980. And they dropped balloons. And it was really fun. So they played 70s music. And then in 1980, they start the 80s music. Me, Michelle, and Big John were attending. Big John was there the whole cruise. Big John, you know him personally. But for those watching, he was on Rock of Love. And he's security guard. I don't know if I'm allowed to say who he protects now. Michelle's shaking her head. No, he protects somebody. I'm gonna say that is a world figure, and it's probably all I can say. I'll tell you afterwards. But like, this isn't like some rock and roll shit. He's protecting somebody. Put it like this: he's protecting someone who goes to the White House and can sit with the president. I mean, it's
Obama.
I don't think he's going to the White House.
Bill Clinton.
No. Bigger.
Juan
Maybe
Epstein.
Juan Epstein?
Yes.
Anyway, Big John's doing well, and he was there also. Brett joined on the boat towards the end. So anyway,
It's Brett Michaels' birthday the other day. Happy birthday, Brett Michaels.
Happy birthday, Brett Michaels. I'll be honest with you.
Many more.
I didn't watch a ton of Brett Michaels. I've seen it a lot. And he plays all the Poison hits, Sweet Home Alabama, you name it. But I did. So I try to focus on things that I haven't seen a million times. I did not see Quiet Riot. I've seen it. I've seen it a lot. I know Quiet Riot.
I've seen it with you.
Yes, we've seen it together. I saw Jizzy when we got off the boat, but other than that, I didn't really see any of the other members of Quiet Riot.
I watched the video of them playing on the boat. They sounded awesome.
They've got it down. You know, they're
Jizzy's such a good front man. He's got his vocals down. It's good. Jizzy
Pearl celebrating a birthday tomorrow. St. Patrick's Day is the birthday of the Pearl, so we wish Jizzy Pearl happy. And I don't think Jizzy lies about his age, but I think Jizzy might be 65 years old. It sounds crazy.
I know, and he doesn't look it.
I'm out.
He's always taking care of himself. I remember watching videos of Love Hate rehearsing, like when they were getting ready on their first album. He used to like run on a treadmill and sing. Yep. And he was very inspiring, and he's still one of my favorite vocalists of that era.
Yeah, and a good guy who I've known for a long time. But if I was him, I would be wearing my age on my shirt. I'm out getting casket fittings. I'm not, and this he's living it up. He's living the best life. I'll get to some of these questions and comments. I just feel like I got to talk about this cruise because I promised I would. And you're going to see it all of the course of the next few weeks. We're trying to decide, do we put it out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or do we put it out Monday, Friday? We'll see how it's doing and how people are enjoying it. But I was really excited to see Berlin, and I've seen it before. I've seen it a lot of times, but I just think Berlin is one of those great bands, and they had two of the original members back. David Diamond on guitar, and John Crawford on bass. John Crawford is just one of these great talents. He wrote every Berlin song except for Take My Breath Away, because that was written by Giorgio Moroder, the king of disco. But he wrote all the songs, and he's the one who sings, I'm a man, I'm a man. He duets with Terry Nunn. I mean, he really is a huge part of that band. I like meeting guys like that. They took a lot of years off from doing Berlin, and I think, now there's some money and there's some cruises and it's fun. And so it was really nice to meet him. And then I met I would call him the new guitar player, but he's been in the band for 20 years now, and his name is Carlton Bosk. And he's a friend, and you know him as well.
Mm-hmm.
He came up to me at the buffet, and he said, I watched the show, and he goes, I grew up not too far from Wednesday. I think you guys might be similar age as well.
We are, and it's so weird that we never teamed up in a band. I saw him at an airport one time when I was traveling with Murder Dolls, because he was in Deadsy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who's this green-haired dude? And then I met him through Eric Griffin, and he's an LA guy. And, I may have asked him to be in my band at one point. I think I may have asked him to fill in, but I didn't need him or something. But he's a killer guitar player. I've heard nothing but cool stuff about him.
Yeah, he's in Orgy now.
Orgy. Mm-hmm. No orgies.
No orgies, but yeah, I know he's in the band Orgy presently.
No, that's not saying I'm against Orgy. That is a Grady quote.
That is a Sanford and Son Grady quote. Yeah. Yes. But so him and his girlfriend, wife, just great people. When you go on these cruises, it's nice to see familiar people and just have fun conversations. He said to me, I was waiting to see if you were going to wear your gray members only jacket. And I said, it's funny you say that, because I'm going to get it right now. And but he did his impression of you singing, and he did it good. Like, I couldn't do it. Your spoken voice and your singing voice are completely different.
No, not much.
So he sang a song, probably a Murder Dolls song. He sang it at the buffet for me. And then I said, well, I don't have much to offer in way of Wednesday impressions, but maybe check this out. And then I said, I can't be controlled. I
can't be controlled.
I like waffles. And then because he's from
laid off on my waffles. I do love waffles, but I'm laying off of them.
He's from North Carolina, so I thought he might relate. So I said to him,
he knows about Bojangles.
Mm-hmm. Talk about Bojangles and other classics. I got a grit spot, and
I went to my grit spot this week.
Did you?
I go there like twice a week. They know me when I go in there, and I don't even have to. I just go, "What's up? I want my usual," and it's awesome. They bring me out a little grit spoon.
What is the usual?
I get 2 scrambled eggs, bacon, breakfast potatoes, and a side bowl of grits. That's my breakfast. That's my favorite breakfast. And sometimes, if you're fancy, you can take your bacon and you can dip it into your grits and make little dippers. It's almost like grits could almost be a condiment. You could dip stuff in it. I put the eggs in it. You could. It's a dipper. It's like a dip.
So when we go to the Bahamas, me and Michelle are regulars in the Bahamas now. I never thought in my life I'd be to the Bahamas so many times, but I have what I call my conch spot. And I go get conch, and the conch it's a shellfish, and they take the conch out and they put it in fritters. It's really a hush puppy. I don't think there's very much seafood in this damn hush puppy, but it comes with a conch sauce, which is kind of like a fry sauce. And you probably would not eat this, but you might eat a hush puppy, though, no?
I had a hush puppy. I'm a big fan. I recently had a hush puppy at Cracker Barrel a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe Michelle's looking like, who is this we're talking to? This wild person.
I'm getting more adventurous.
Since I met you, you've been incredibly more adventurous. But so What they did in the Bahamas is they built an amphitheater, and the cruises can dock, and then they have concerts in this amphitheater, and they gate it off so it's just exclusive to the people on the cruise. There might have been 4,000 people on this cruise. Not everyone's going to get off the boat and go to the concert. Some people aren't healthy enough. Some people are older, whatever. But a lot of people did. And the concert lineup was Donnie Iris, who had a song called Aaliyah, which is an amazing classic rock song. If you don't know Aaliyah, check it out. He was 83 years old, and this guy gave it everything he had. He usually only plays in the Pennsylvania area, so it was great to see him. After he played was Billy Ocean. Seeing Billy Ocean play on the ocean, and then play a Caribbean Queen in the Caribbean, was or Caribbean, depending what parts you're from, was amazing.
That's how he says it.
Mm-hmm. He's got some songs, Lover Boy, Get in My Car, all of these things.
Get in the backseat, baby.
Romancing the Stone theme song. Remember that one?
When the going gets tough, the tough get go. When the going gets rough.
Mm-hmm. You should sing that for your lady tonight.
She hates it.
Mm-hmm.
She hates it.
Falsetto. So my conch spot was in the concert ground. So the only people who could go to my conch spot were people from the cruise. And they weren't all as adventurous as me. I didn't have the conch this time. They were out. They ran out of conch. I had cracked chicken. I don't really know what that means, but it was really good. But so while I'm in there, a guy named Money B walks in, and he was in Digital Underground. He is the only original member of Digital Underground. For those watching, Digital Underground had a song called The Humpty Dance, one of the greatest songs of all time. And I did a video where I went to the singer of Digital Underground's grave and to the hotel that he died at. It was in Tampa. And so I see Money B. He's about 5'3". What do you think? 5'4"? He's a small.
The Humpty Dance?
Not Shock G. Now, Shock G, he's dead. Humpty is dead. This guy is like an MC in the Digital Underground. There was a Tupac song called I Get Around. And it was produced by Digital Underground. And in the song, the Shock G says, I'm just another black man trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. And my whole life, I always say I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. And then this guy, Money B, says, a dime and a nickel. It's a huge Tupac song. So we see him. He might have been intoxicated. And I decided to tell him my stories about seeing Digital Underground and show him my photos of me and Humpty. I should have filmed this whole thing. He wouldn't have cared. And then he looked at Michelle's tattoo, the tattoo of a plague doctor. You were there when she got it. We both were. And he said, what is that? And then and Michelle then gave a historical lecture to the guy from Digital Underground about the plague doctor tattoo. These are the moments you can have on these cruises. By the way, I don't think he looked too impressed about the history of plague doctors. I don't think he understood it. But these cruises, you're in it with these people. And if you recognize them, you could talk to them. Everybody is cool. I didn't think I'd get recognized that much on an 80s cruise. My audience seems to be more hard music, which is fine. But no, I couldn't believe it. There's a guy, and he has an Iron Maiden picture on his door. Every cruise, I see it. And I know where I am when I see the Iron Maiden picture. It's Eddie. 7th floor. So I told Michelle, let's go videotape that door again, the 7th floor door. And my stickers were all over the door. I couldn't believe it. So the guy must watch the video. We've never actually seen the person, just the door. And so we signed his door. That's a big thing, signing the door. Someone messaged me and said, or posted on YouTube, can you come up to this room and sign the picture that I have of you on my door, which I was happy to do. It's in one of the upcoming episodes. And I couldn't believe how friendly everybody was. Really, you become part of this group. You see them every year, the same people. And one of my friends, a girl I knew 30-something years ago, her and her husband just happened to be on this cruise. And now we hang out with them and reconnect and have new friendships, old friendships. And so not stressful. I say on this cruise, because it's 7 nights, you can take mental health days. They don't do bands all day and all night. There's day activities if you want it, or you could sleep, because the first big concert's not going to start until 6 o'clock. And I love it like that. And you can go to the cruise ports and you can go walk around. If you don't, you don't. We went to a place called Falmouth, Jamaica. I call it Foulmouth, Jamaica. There was nothing really to do there. You walk around, and if you want to try some rum or some jerk chicken or things like that, you could do it. We didn't spend much time there. We've been collecting magnets from the different ports that we go to, but it was so nice to meet people who were just happy to be there and happy to be on this cruise, and really don't care about stupid drama. And as I say in this one episode, the first one, I heard someone talking about politics for 1 second, and I go, unless you're talking about the Iran-Contra affair, politics doesn't belong on this boat. This is the 80s. You see Reagan Bush shirts. You don't see, modern politics of any kind, because that's not what you're there for. So there was a few other things I wanted to see. Well, Berlin was great. They were great. And Rudy Sarzo came out and played Highway to Hell with Berlin. And I texted you and I said, I was explaining it to Michelle, Highway to Hell has no bass playing.
It just comes in on the chorus and then gets out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's the build up in the chorus, and that's it. So he had time to lick the bass and put it on his head and some of his Rudy moves, but it was fun. And that happens on those boats too. People, jam the different songs. Berlin, so many great songs. No More Words, Metro. I'm probably forgetting some of the big ones, but they were great. And we went to see Men Without Hats. They did not have any hats, and they do the Safety Dance. Safety Dance is great. What a fun song!
It's a great song.
Really holds up too. We were in the airport going home, and we went to eat in a restaurant called Bahama Breeze in the Orlando airport. And he was online behind us. And I said, now I'm going to take a picture with the Safety Dance guy in the airport, because everybody from the cruise is now stuck in the airport for the day. And like I said, everyone was so polite. And we ran into our friend, Michelle. And I don't know, I wanted her to come on the show, but she's been quiet. Michelle is in the Poison Fallen Angel video. At the end of the video, she's the one who gets off the bus. So Susie Hatton, which was Brett's ex-girlfriend, she gets off the bus the first time, and then they ride off on the motorcycle, and then a new girl gets off the bus, and that's Michelle.
Just another girl coming in doing the same thing.
You said it. Another girl coming in doing the same thing. And but anyway, it was so great to see her again. And I got the guide because I don't want to forget anything I saw. OMD. We didn't. You know what? I didn't go watch OMD. You can watch the concerts from your cabin. So we watched them on TV. They sang the Pretty in Pink song. If you leave, if you go.
If you leave, don't leave now. Something like that.
You got it. After Billy Ocean, Nile Rodgers and Chic played, you forget how many songs Nile Rodgers either wrote or produced. He produced Van Halen 5150, which is insane. But he had songs that Beyonce recorded, a lot of David Bowie. He produced those David Bowie albums, Let's Dance. Heaven 17, that's one we thought we were going to like more. The guy was in Human League. Is that Human League? But he left Human League in 1980. And Human League didn't have any songs I know until after 1980. So it was different, to say the least. Oh, Glass Tiger. I saw Glass Tiger, great Canadian band. It was packed for Glass Tiger. Almost all original members. The keyboard player, Sam, was on the show. Their big song was called, Michelle? Oh, maybe it's in the bio. I've sang it a million times, but I always get it confused. Oh, God. The record was called The Thin... Oh, Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone. How could I forget? Co-written by Jim Vallance and Bryan Adams on co-vocals. The Digital Underground we talked about. It's strange. If you don't have Humpty Hump, how could you have Digital Underground? If you don't have your meat, how could you have your pudding? Or Aldo Nova. I saw Aldo Nova play, and he was good too. And the guys in his band were very cool. Bass player's name is Dario, and he played with Firehouse and other known bands. Really good guy. Jack Frost is the name of the guitar player, and he is also
the actual dude that brings frost at night before you wake up.
It's the actual guy, I think.
Man, always wanted to meet him. Never saw him. He's always gone.
He wouldn't make up that name, but he was a nice guy. And then a friend of mine, Michael T. Ross, is the keyboard player. He had a show in Vegas called Raiding the Rockfall, and we've known each other for a long time. And it was nice to catch up on the cruise. They had different theme bars. They had a Big Trouble in Little China theme bar. They had an Ecto Pub, Ghostbusters theme, obviously. The movie Cocktail had its own theme, and they showed it. I don't remember Cocktail that way, other than Elizabeth Shue was hot.
I didn't want to like it.
I don't think I don't think I like it. We went to 2 different ports in the Bahamas. We went to Jamaica, and here's a little information about 10 years of 80s cruises. 150 different bands, artists, and musical acts have performed. There's been over 50,000 minutes of live music, 50 full tractor trailers of gear and supplies, close to 8 million pixels of LED video, 25,000 plus pina coladas have been consumed, 120,000 shots of vodka, 17,500 mimosas. I don't drink. And so one of the things for this cruise that people like is that the drink package is included. You can drink as much as you want. But for someone like me, I was on a keto diet on the cruise for the most part. I ate nothing but hamburgers the whole time. With no buns or anything. One of the great things about cruises is you can just go and there's food all the time. But you got to be smart. I ate no desserts, no bullshit, no soda. I really, I told you when I got off the cruise, I've been going to an endocrinologist, which is a blood doctor, getting ready for a cardiologist, which is a heart doctor. Went to a dermatologist to have my cancer scars and things checked out. Have you been to it? Have you ever had a skin checkup, Wednesday?
No, but I've been to a dermatologist before. You're
pretty pale. I doubt you spent a lot of time burning in the sun, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to release a video about my skin cancer surgery that I made and never thought I'd put out because I was deformed. But I think it's a good thing to people to know, hey, go get things checked out. Go take a look. Make sure you don't have something. Catch it early. Went to a dentist. You were talking recently about getting some work done. I don't know what it is about going to a dentist where I was almost ashamed, embarrassed. I just put it off. There was no reason to put it off. Maybe I thought it was too much money. It's too late. I've also had bad experiences. I don't know about you, Wednesday, but I've had bad doctor experiences with people who were jerks.
I was terrified of the dentist before I went to my new guy. My new people are totally cool, and I'm comfortable, and I don't sweat it anymore.
I'm going to get Invisalign. My teeth are crowded and overgrown and all these things, and I'm going to do it. I'm not so vain, as they say, that I couldn't do it. I'm going to. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to changing a little bit of my life. I want to let some of the people comment who are watching, and some people who are on the cruise as well. Hello to my fellow cruisers. Next year, if I go on the cruise, I haven't done it yet. I haven't pulled the trigger, but I will be what they call a senior 4 years in a row, and Michelle and I will graduate. We wear caps and gowns. I think that could make for a fun video. We'll see. We'll see how many people watch these cruise videos. That's how we'll know. All right, let's take a look. I'm trying to catch up. A lot of people stating the obvious. Megaforce was awesome. A lot of these things. We know.
The movie Megaforce, of course, is awesome.
This is Holly Horror. Wednesday, I'm performing the funeral ball for a school performance, and my band is dressing up like you and Joey. Very cool.
Okay, that's an interesting song to choose.
For school.
I like that song. That was actually that song was going to be the name of the next Wednesday record, but I used that song for Murder Dolls on that second time. So
You do have a, Wednesday when you, before the record came out, you played me the tracks before it was all together and right there in that room. And I listened to it. And Wednesday, by the way, for those of you watching, Wednesday has an amazing ability to tell what songs people will like and what music they will like. He recommended bands to Michelle that she listens to all the time now. And she tells me, she goes, I go, what is that? Where'd you find that? This is one of the ones that Wednesday said. He is a profiler. Wednesday can look at you and he can think about it and he'll tell you what music you like.
If someone goes, well, I like Hanoi Rocks and I like that, I can sort of jump in and go, oh, well, you like them, you're going to like Electric Angels, and then you're probably going to like Dogs to More if you like even the more bluesy stuff. And then if you want to get weird, blah, 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 and then, yeah.
Maybe one day we can do a show where people can ask, the people will describe the bands they like, and then you will give them a recommendation based on.
I'm telling you, if there's ever a game show to win stuff, like I can name people in bands. I can't even name my relatives, and I can tell you half the people in Heaven's Edge and Rocksking and Roxy Blue or whoever.
We're talking about funerals. So when you were playing me that song, I heard the song "My Funeral" that's on Mid-Death Crisis, available everywhere now, and I loved it. That's my kind of song. The idea of planning for your funeral, which I
just wrote about having a funeral. Tried to have taking the piss, as they say in the old UK, and the old yuck.
I'm with you. I like that one. But you knew all the ones I would like. Xan Ecstasy was one I really liked. And you said, I think you're going to like this one. And you were right.
I'm a good DJ. If I know people and know what they like, and I've gotten to know my fans over the years, and I can tell by the songs they like off the other records, I'm like, oh, well, they're going to love this one and this one or this one, or I don't know. It's not always like that, but this last record, I knew I had a bunch of good ones, and I've got a bunch of new ones I've been working on and writing on, and I don't think there's a shortage of music coming out of me.
No, you got a lot of stuff coming up, and we've talked. You got a lot of interesting things for the fans that I think people will be happy and excited. And so,
I've also got a makeup thing in the works too. Hopefully, that'll be out by the summer. Maybe a live record in time for our fall tour dates. Everything's good. I'm just taking a little bit of time off. I'm 5 months away from 50.
It's insane.
And it's I'm trying not to let it bother me. That's the other thing that's trying to, I know it's only a number, but turning 50 is not something that you ever thought about. I thought, man, I've 30, ain't going to make it to 30.
Oh, I'm with you. Believe me.
It's like now I'm like 50. Come on now.
There is something about once you, Sean said he's too busy. I think he's, with Sean, you can't tell if he's being funny, like I'm too busy, like fuck you guys, or if he's really too busy.
He could be busy. I imagine he's busy.
How do you respond to that, though? Maybe you don't, right?
You just don't.
Yeah, because whatever, you could go, oh, laugh out loud, and then you can go, I'm here up to my elbows in Daryl Dixon photos, Hopefully he watches and someone tells him. Anyway, I love the Down in the Park, prefer the Manson version, probably because that's the first version I ever heard. I think a lot of people first heard the Manson version. And it is
I heard that version before I heard Gary Newman.
Yeah, and it is very good.
It's very cool. I got to see him play that live in like a little tiny club back in the day. It was awesome.
Nice. Down is up. Thank you. for supporting. People suck sometimes. I don't know what the context is, but believe me, I agree. People are too sensitive these days. I agree with that too. All right, let's see. Cats are definitely better than people. We know that. Rodeos suck. We know that. All right. I'm going to try to get through as many of these.
You know what record I listened to the other? I've been going to the gym and I try to pick out a record to listen to, something I hadn't listened to in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I played. I listened to Ramones Mondo Bizarro. Got to remind. That's still what a great record that was.
Those CJ songs are really good.
They're so good. I remember seeing them on Headbangers Ball, and Joey goes, "Yeah, I just want to say like this is probably like the best record we ever made." And you're like, "Yeah, right." And it's like it's pretty damn good. He
Those
wasn't wrong. It was a great comeback because they've taken a break from that point.
yeah.
But I listened to that, and I listened to fuck. What was I going to say? The Ramones made me forget. Zodiac Mind Warp.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to that record. What a cool, weird, vocally, just a cool record.
Mondo Bizarro kind of got lost because it was at a time when the Ramones were trying to fit in. And I talked to Johnny Ramone. You know, I was fortunate to know him and see him. And every time I would go to the Hollywood show, I would see Johnny Ramone, and we would talk for hours. We would talk about the Yankees, and we would talk about the Ramones. He loved to talk about that band, and I'm happy that his wife Linda now has control of the Ramones estate because Johnny trained her well. She is going to make sure that Ramones products come out that fans want because Johnny Ramone was a fan. Johnny Ramone would sit at home and write to celebrities in the mail and baseball players. That was his thing. I did it too. And Johnny Ramone would get online at the Hollywood show and get autographs, even though he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and one of the most influential guitar players of all time. A lot of people bought their guitar because of Johnny Ramone. And he loved collecting and he loved that world. He got me so much of memorabilia that's in my personal collection, but talking to him was so great because he was a fan. And he would talk about the Mondo Bizarro record. And when the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction was coming up, I said CJ should sing. Joey was already passed. And he said he thought it was good too, but the other guys didn't like it. Or Joey didn't like that CJ was getting attention when he was alive, so they didn't know. I mean, my first choice was Dee Dee. I thought, go to the Hall of Fame and be a three-piece, and it'll be Dee Dee, Johnny, and Marky, and that's it. It'll be awesome, and Dee Dee will sing. But Johnny pointed out to me that Dee Dee could be a train wreck. And now I knew Dee Dee. At one point, I would see Dee Dee, and then I would see Johnny, and I was the conduit between them. And I remember telling Dee Dee that Johnny might be open to doing some things, and he went, "Oh, I'm so old, my wife." He didn't want to do anything. And at the last Ramon show, Dee Dee got on stage and it was bad. He jumped up and he sang "Love Kills" and he didn't remember the words and he was bad. And Johnny went, "Well, you wanted your boy. You got him. That's what you get." He was like scolding me, like, "You wanted him so bad. Look what you got." Could you imagine a night of that? And I realized it probably couldn't happen. But Dee Dee did write those songs, "Strength to Endure" and "Main Man."
Main Man, Poison Heart.
Poison Heart he wrote as well. Just great songs. I tell people, people always ask me, "What's your favorite Ramones record?" I'm hard at picking favorites, but I tell people there's really no bad one. Even the ones that you thought weren't great, go back and listen again. Go listen to Pleasant Dreams, Halfway to Sanity, records that you forgot. Listen to the way they produce these vocals. They're so cool and so ahead of the time. And anyone who thinks Ramones is a three-chord punk band hasn't heard the albums and the people that were involved in them. And they can lift you up too. There's something about that music.
I heard Sebastian telling a cool story about Joey and how he became friends with him and how Joey loves Skid Row because he was in the psychotherapy video as the bell man or whatever in the elevator. But he said he loved Sebastian's voice and was always trying to ask him how he sang that way. And it was funny because he said that he would always go out in New York and Joey Ramone was always there. And he always talked to him only because they were the tallest guys in the room, and they could just talk over everybody.
Yeah, it's so funny.
But yeah, it was just a cool story.
Living in New York, I often saw Sebastian Bach and Joey Ramone. Says Gary Newman is open about his crippling anxiety depression, which I admire, wears his heart on his sleeve. I think more people need to be open about it because everyone tries to be cool. That's what the Facebook problem is. If you're trying to be so cool, you'll never inspire somebody to get help or deal with their problems because, I talk about the truth. And Barney says he was blocked by a bald loser. Not sure, but I'm sorry. You won't be blocked here. I would never do that. Okay, let's see.
What about Sebastian singing for Twisted Sister? We didn't talk about.
So last time we were here, we already knew this.
Say hi, Stream.
Oh, look at that. Nothing makes a day better than a black cat.
She just woke up from her nap.
Is our cat still sleeping down there?
Say hi.
It's so dark we can't see him when he's here.
Yeah.
So last time we were here, we knew the whole Sebastian Bach story. Sean knew it as well, but we couldn't really say anything. And we knew about it even longer than that. We knew that he had tried out and all these different things. And, you just don't want to say things. That's another example where I didn't run to do a headline. Everybody else would have ran with it. I knew about it early, but I just don't do that. It's not my business, not my place. And I'm just not looking to be the clickbait guy. Listen, I'm for it. I'm saying it right here, right now. I'm for it. I want to go see it. I know
people. Too. I think it's going to be awesome. I mean, I know he's such a fan of Twisted Sister. I remember reading in the magazines back in the day. He jumped on stage with Widowmaker and sang a bunch of songs. He's playing what I want to rock with this band right now, and it sounds awesome.
He's going to do a good job. I love hearing those songs, and it's good for them.
I'm excited to see it.
Okay. There was I don't know how Wednesday feels about the comparison, but he reminds me of Alice Cooper. I would think Wednesday would be flattered.
I'll take that.
All right. I'm going through. There's the link to the store. That's always good. If anyone wants to buy a little something, why not? Okay. There's a lot of people just talking amongst themselves, but I'm thankful that you're all here. See, that's what happens. Sometimes we start talking, it's hard for me to jump in. Some of the videos, I should point out, like Donnie Iris, they're on my YouTube channel for members. The only reason they're there is because I can't put them out because the music is copywritten. So you can share it for members, and I can share any money that comes with those artists. But that's why you get short clips in the Tour Diaries. If you want long clips, Patreon or channel member. That's the way to watch it. And so right now that Rudy Sarzo Berlin clip is up, and Donnie Iris is up, and a bunch of other things too. Okay. Trying to keep up. There's so many people and so a lot of fun comments. Has it been a mostly positive crowd today? Yeah, that's so great. How great. So many nice people.
Screen joined us.
That usually helps. Okay. I mean, these are all good comments, but if I picked every single one, we'll be here for the rest of our lives. And we've got a lot of coming up, and we got a lot of more homework to do Wednesday this Wednesday. Cartoon watching. We've got cartoon watching to do. I'm trying. Some of these shows I can't make it more than 5 minutes.
It's pretty bad. Swamp Thing is terrible. There's a bunch of good monsters in it, but it's terrible. RoboCop isn't that great either.
We're gonna have a long Rambo talk. I don't want to give it away now, but I heard
Chuck Norris. They didn't make a Terminator cartoon, which is weird.
Which one?
They didn't make Terminator, did they?
No.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you on Wednesday what Sylvester Stallone thinks of the Rambo cartoon and how he reacted to it being marketed.
Do you have Planet of the Apes on your list?
I think I do. I have to look. It's a long list,
The
but I
old
have to watch.
school
I thought
Planet of the Apes is
that
done
was
really well. It's really
that's good,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's good.
Hey,
It's
Mark
good.
Sanchez, good to see you. Old friend, Mark Sanchez, good to see you back. Um, yeah, I tried watching Laverne and Shirley last night in the Army cartoon. Have you seen this?
I remember that. And wasn't there a Mork from Ork cartoon too?
Yes, Fonz, Mork from
Yeah.
Ork, and Laverne and Shirley were all related. And I don't want to say too much because it's a tease for Wednesday, but Laverne and Shirley cartoon, they joined the Army, and there's a sergeant who was a pig, an actual pig. The pig's name is Squealy. And the pig is voiced by Ron Palillo, Horshack of Welcome Back, Kotter. You maybe check out 10 seconds of it Wednesday before we talk. You won't make it far.
I drove by some theater here in town yesterday and I had to do a double take, but it said they were putting the sign up and it said Lenny and the Squig Tones.
Really? What could that be?
I don't know. I just now thought about it. So
Lenny is alive at least, but Squiggy is passed.
if someone's doing a tribute to it, I'm not sure.
Only in California can you see such a thing. Scream is getting the biggest response.
He is. She likes to lay on me. She likes this chair.
Scream
When we first got her, when we first adopted her, I used to sit in my little computer chair when I lived in West Hollywood, and it overlooked. I lived in this apartment. It overlooked the Seventh Veil. I always thought that was so weird.
Mm-hmm.
And she would just sit in my lap, and she's in a little purr heaven right now. She's like doing this.
Let's see.
She's also crazy. She could bite me at any moment. She gets overstimulated and she just has to strike.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just hope. It's like hanging with a cobra, a non-poisonous cobra.
Somebody asked, "What's in the closet?" It looks like something's watching us. It does look like something's watching us back there a little bit.
That's not a closet. That's the
no,
door
the next side right there.
That is a Jack Skellington Nightmare Before Christmas advertisement that fell down onto my CDs, and it looks like a person standing there. It looks like Darth Vader, kind of like a little short Darth Vader.
Day of the Dead figures Wednesday. Are you going to get those?
I am going to get them. I need them. They look awesome. I just haven't made it to the store, and I'll bet you they have them right at the Blast from the Past place. I need them. Unless someone wants to bring them for me, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a Day of the Dead figure today.
Mm-hmm. Red House 13 says they enjoy the Friday the 13th location video. I'm still working on it before the end of the year Wednesday that I get you in a kayak at the camp. I'm working on it.
She's gone. She's done. She's had enough.
Dream has left the building. But yeah, I just did a brief Friday 13th tour. My goal is to get Wednesday to go tour the actual campgrounds with me. They've got grits at that diner too. So, but that's the goal, to do a Friday the 13th full video. There's a lot of stuff on my channel that maybe people have missed. YouTube is strange. Algorithms are strange. You might have to check and make sure you subscribed. Some people have been unsubscribed against their wishes. But take a look, ring the notification bell, do all those things. But there's a lot of videos out there that maybe not everybody has seen. And we're back in a regular time now. I mean, we're back, I'm not really traveling. Gilligan's Planet cartoon is definitely one we got to talk about. Gilligan's Island in outer space.
I have a Gilligan's Island, I believe, box set over there.
Does it hold up to you?
I didn't watch it. It's in my stack of stuff. I have so much stuff. That's what I'm doing with my time off. I'm slowly rearranging, cleaning, doing some stuff. This monstrosity behind me, this took 2-3 weeks to do all this.
I love it. You sent me a video.
It's insane. Like, it's just, It's insane how many action figures are in here. There's at least 250 GI Joes, not to count the He-Man. It's overdone, but I love it. It's like a
Jason.
very comfortable, claustrophobic 80's
No, I think it's perfect.
dream.
What
Yeah, I
was your
love it.
favorite part of the cruise? My favorite part of the cruise was being away from the world. I like being out in the middle of the ocean. Being with Michelle is always my favorite part of any event. And just
Oh, that's when the crowd does the 80's.
yeah, I
Oh,
don't know if I have. I don't know if I have one of those.
oh, that's the TGI Friday Family Matters. Oh,
Yeah, I don't think I have. I need to get one of those sound effects, but I'll use this. Uh, Wednesday, I thought the show needs more sound effects. I want to get a sample. I'm working on it of Mr. Drummond saying we've been burglarized,
mm-hmm.
and then I could just play that during the show. It's coming soon.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we need to
those.
figure out a sampler with all those good things. Just like Howard Stern used to have
Hmm.
the papa booey, papa booey,
We need
papa
it
boo boo.
with things that we relate to and say,
Mm-hmm.
which there's a lot of. Do you think that maybe you would like to go to Not Scary Farm with Wednesday and Sean Clark one day? I think a lot of it is when we can actually go somewhere. Most of the time we can't. Sean goes every year. Sean also lives very close to Not Scary.
I don't ride rides. I don't like amusement parks. I like going to the fair with you guys to eat food and stuff, but like rides and that kind of stuff, I don't. I'm not into it. I wish I was. I'm just not.
Knott's is a park though where you could go and do things other than ride rides. Me and Michelle went and we really didn't go on any rides. We
I
just
think I went there and I think I got mad and I had to leave. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask the lady. She remembers everything.
yeah, especially when you're mad.
Yeah, sometimes I just get mad and forget about stuff. Like she said, I went to Universal Studios and some clown started spraying me in the face with a water gun, and they had to hold me back from beating this guy up, and I had to
She
had
she
to
she,
leave.
she told me that story, so I could confirm. Yeah.
I was so mad. I just had my hair done too, and this dude just fucked it up. I was going in. I was gonna American History X him. I was gonna make him bite the curb. I was angry.
Um, Wednesday's cat's name is Scream, hence the 1,000 people who said Scream.
Yes.
um,
Not named after the movie though. She's just named after the act of screaming.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't name her after the movie. That was just I thought it was a cool name when I picked her up. I was like, what if we call you Scream?
Yeah, it held up. So, wow, how long have we talked? We've talked for an hour and 38 minutes. There's been at least 300 people the whole show. A lot of people, and positivity. A lot of positivity. I'm going to make sure I write down the names of all the people who watched today. You're all going to be invited to my funeral. Going to try to get a bigger location now. Apparently, for a while, the venue that I rented out is probably too small, but I will fix it. The exquisite paintings in my cruise. Yeah, I will say that when I did the cruise video, a lot of people tell me that guy's sarcastic. He's a jerk. He doesn't care about anything. He's mean. I find that most people like to watch videos that are a little different. Most people who do cruise videos or travel videos are positive and happy and never say anything bad and whoa. And I didn't want to be that guy. But this video, I decided to turn over a new leaf and I started the cruise as positive Jason. And it's led to a lot of anger in the comments. Some people don't want positive Jason or they think I sold out. At the end of the day,
No,
it's all bullshit.
it's I get the sense of humor of what you do, but I can see where people would not like. For me, my favorite thing to do, and I've did this for years because I've been really fortunate in some stuff I've done. Murdered All Days, especially anytime I was around Joey Jordison, he would always get the Slipknot treatment, and we would be in these, 5-star hotels with golden elevators. And the first thing I would do was walk in looking like the scumbag that I am, and I would go, "Where's the pisser in this dump?" And they would just look at me horrified, and it was a complete joke. But it's just that's my sense of humor, and I did that no matter where I'm at, and I always try to say it in the nicest place. I go, "So where's the pisser in this dump?"
I think that I prefer sarcasm and
It is.
dry
It's a good can of sarcasm to open it up sometimes.
and a little dryness. But that video, trust me, if you only watch day one, it'll change as as the trip goes on. But I've tried. I like to be sarcastic and have some fun. I try not to be a complete asshole like others, at least. But fake happy. It's not right. It's not right. And speaking of it's not right, it's not right stickers are available. I don't even know what I'm clicking on anymore. Are available in the this is the one that a lot of people have been telling me. I forgot. I had to go. Now Michelle edits the videos. I don't even watch them. But at one point I went, what did I say? Wow, it's soup. I go, oh, they have soup, because I was trying to be positive. And a lot of people have been commenting about my excitement for the soup. This is Deadhead Dave, channel member and a super chat. Thank you so much. Awesome stream. Glad you're back. I try not to solicit for super chats and things, but honestly, it keeps the channel going. Jeff Down is up with the 1313 super chat. Bernie Sanders' number is 27. That's his donation number. I feel like mine is 1313 at least when you're here.
It's a good number. It works.
I look forward to seeing everyone on Wednesday. Yes, we'll be back on Wednesday. Fear not. Shannon Rocks, thank you so much. Been a long time member of the channel, and I appreciate the super sticker. Some people just give a super sticker. I've been thinking about buying more puffy stickers. When I was a kid, I really loved puffy stickers.
Puffy stickers were cool.
Yeah, I kind of.
You know what? I just ordered. It's supposed to be here, and it better be here. I haven't got a notification yet. I ordered a magazine rack.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
That stands up, so it's going to go basically beside of this rack over here, and that way I can display all of these magazines and things that I've been just storing in just drawers. I got all these cool Mad magazine. I got Crazy magazine.
Yeah, I remember that.
The Mad End of the Year. All kinds of stuff. And they got this Flash Gordon book.
Magazine rack is good.
That's just about one of the funniest pictures you'll ever see right there.
Incredible. It's fun just to look at them. You don't have to
and this is my favorite one. That's a great cover.
Yeah. Crazy. God, I would have forgot that magazine if you didn't just show it.
Yeah, so there was Crazy and Mad.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Laverne and Stallone and Mork and Mindy, Jimmy Carter and Woody Allen. What a
look at the irony on the back. There's a Iran guy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a cover you could do anymore either.
Here's the Incredible Hulk turning into Kermit. Don't mess with Santa Claus.
I like that. That's much like my Santa Claus.
I think I like Crazy better than I like Mad, just because it was just extra weird. But
at the time, I was way into Crazy. Yeah,
you don't like that one.
Wow, could have got that signed. Some of these would be great to get signed.
Yeah, so I got a stack of all this stuff I ended up with during COVID. More than enough stuff. So I ordered this magazine rack. It's like the one they'd have in a doctor's office that I can spin around, and
yes,
that way I can put comics, magazines. I got famous monsters. That way I can see it and display it, and it's not just sitting in a drawer doing nothing. And it
Yes.
just adds to the madness that's in this room here.
I'm starting to sell off stuff that I don't necessarily need, or that I've obtained over the years to collect, to concentrate on collecting the things that I like. I'm jealous of people who collect one thing. You'll see somebody like, this is what this is my thing. I don't have that. I like everything. But I got something new to show you here. It's new. It's just new to the wall. But maybe we'll undress him sometime. It's the Chief.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I bet if we undressed him, his balls would be down by his knees. I would
Probably.
think. Anatomically correct. But I had this in the house, and the box had water damage. And I said to myself, well, so what? It's more fun where you can actually play with the Chief. And I'm going to be honest.
I'm drawing crazy. That's the Chief from, is that Dragnet?
Get Smart.
Get Smart. Okay.
You're right. It did look like Harry Morgan, though. But yeah, no, that's
okay. I'm like, what? Who is that?
And I'm going to tell you a true story that, a lot of people like to act like they're cool. Not me. I was trying to take this thing apart, and I pulled this part out, and my finger got stuck in it. And I started to scream, and I couldn't figure out how to get my finger out. And I had a call from Michelle, like I do for everything. And then I realized you just pull it out, and your finger will be released. But boy, did I get quite the damage. Thank goodness she was here to save me. But here they are. We could put them in the Code of Silence.
Code of Silence. Now that was a Chuck Norris movie that was great too, by the way.
Chuck Norris has got to be on everybody's death list. You know what I mean? He's so up there.
I know. I want to meet him. I do. Him, Stallone, Schwarzenegger. That's the three. I need to meet them.
I met Chuck and I met Stallone. Schwarzenegger I've seen briefly, but have you ever seen these things? This is what is that stupid movie? This is from Animal House. Stephen First.
Oh yeah.
And then these are young Frankenstein toys. I found all this stuff, and I was like, well, I might as well.
Oh, I didn't see those.
I might as well put it somewhere where I can look at it. Here's young Frankenstein himself. And, you like looking at things that bring you positive memories. I don't know if there's any, I haven't really added anything else lately, but, this Joey Ramone. I try to collect all Ramone stuff. I'm fortunate to have a lot. I had this big Joey Ramone doll, but the box got water damage, really bad water damage. So Michelle and I decided, well, why don't we just put them on display? And Wednesday, you're an out of box and in box collector, but you like to have the stuff. Look how cool this Joey Ramone is.
I have that, and I'm missing his glasses.
So we were about to throw it in the garbage, and I said to Michelle, I think there's an accessory. And she found the glasses. Yeah.
I have that same figure, and I lost his glasses, and I took Milhouse's glasses from The Simpsons and put them on him.
Amazing.
It don't look right, but it still kind of works.
He needs glasses. I mean that.
Yeah, I have him. That came out in like what? I don't remember where I got it, but I have it.
I would say that's an early 2000s piece.
So definitely. I went through most of my toys, and I still have like a closet over here of stuff that I think may have that Joey Ramone. It's got a House of a Thousand Corpses figures, some Predators. I'm going to get into that. I'm slowly cleaning and going through stuff. But I put all my 8x10s into a photo album.
I got to get to work on that.
So that's a pretty cool start to be able to see some of the, because I forgot, you and I have been to so many of these things. I was like putting them up. I was like, oh my, I totally forgot we stood in line to meet this and blah, blah, blah. And it's just,
8x10s don't take up space. So you don't realize how many you have. One little folder could be a whole binder.
Yeah, so I bought a hold on. Leatherface is falling. Don't fall, Leatherface. All right. So yeah, I bought like just a regular like binder, and I just able to put all this stuff in there now.
Look
So
how cool.
now you can just. I forgot I had that because I was hanging out with you to meet him.
Mhm.
Did we meet Dick Warlock? Did I? I don't think I got his autograph.
No, you did you had to.
Maybe he signed something else. I don't know. But I just basically put all my pictures and Linda Blair when she was beside of us, and just I've got a bunch of cool stuff. All my chainsaw people. It's me and Gunner in the photo op.
That's great.
So yeah,
That's
I
really
just and
cool. Very cool.
now I want to find the photos of me with the people, get those blown up, and then put them in here, and then just sort of that's a work in progress there too. So
Collecting is definitely fun. Any auction dates yet? Not yet. Brian Kirk, are you going to sell your stuff on Whatnot? I think some of the memorabilia and stuff that maybe other people would like, yes. I think Whatnot at some point. We're just trying to get back into doing everything. What's up, Jason? Wednesday. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, my collection of 8x10s. Look at that. That's a hypnotic piece. My collection of 8x10s take up 4 big laundry tubs, straight through of 8x10. There's got to be thousands. Some of it's nonsense. Some of it's just stuff I accumulated over the years. Some of it was quantity. But there's also some incredible, like I go through my stuff and I go, oh, Mickey Rooney. I don't remember I forgot I met Mickey Rooney. It's the same thing. And I do want to get them in binders by genre, music, horror. I want to enjoy my stuff before I check out. I want to. Although maybe at my funeral, now that I'm going to get a bigger location, maybe I'll put some stuff up so people can view my memorabilia. One of the fears of collectors is that if we should pass before our loved ones, and hopefully we will, what do they do with all this shit? Have you had that discussion?
no,
Yeah,
no.
because it's overwhelming. I am training Michelle each day what to do with stuff. And the Ramones stuff is probably the most valuable in the collection. There's well over 50 Ramones autographed items in the house. And I'm going to put them in a safe now. And Dee Dee Ramone's painting, there was last painting and all kinds of stuff like that. And, I would like my stuff to bring money to someone else and bring happiness. When I look at the stuff that I don't want, I'm like, I would like this to go to a better home. I want somebody who this is their niche to put it on their wall. And same with these cards, by the way, they're on sale in my store right now. Maybe someone wants these and will like to chew gum from 1978 or pull a Dana Strum rookie card. I like sharing, but I also need to limit some of the junk I have to make room for new junk that I want because I love it. I really like the action figure racks you have, but here's my fear. I don't know if I want to punch the hole every time.
You know what? You got a couple of them that are like that. Maybe just put those on the shelf if you're that worried about it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple I was looking at. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna pop the hole out of it. Who cares?
That's a big collector talk to yourself. You have to go, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pop the
Yeah,
hole.
I mean, when I look around, most of the stuff I have, like, I got a lot of stuff in the packages, but I got a lot that's open. I don't really care. So it's not
I'm
that big of
getting
a.
I'm getting better at that. There's certain things that I know are investment pieces. There's still stuff around here that I know. Uh,
So
it-
what I realized is that this rack that I bought for my toys was not enough to hold
right.
all the toys. So I had to end up basically making an entire wall, if you can see here. Basically I hung everything up. So
Yeah.
it's non-stop. It's an entire
I love
uh
it.
it looks insane, especially behind the door. I've got like just stacked up 150 of the new GI Joes that came out during COVID, and I didn't know what to do with them, but I stacked them up, and it looks pretty cool. It's a full on domino effect if I go for it.
I love it. It definitely makes makes me happy to look at things like that, and the nostalgia. I also like the reissue toys. You know, when I look at the He-Man toys, I like the reprints because I don't know if I want to spend all the money, but when I was a kid, it was such a part of my life getting those toys.
They
I
look
didn't do,
great. There's not much difference in them. The packaging's pretty much the same. It's just it's close enough.
yeah, and it'll still give me the feeling when I was a kid, and I got those things. It was such a big part of Christmas. When I watch these reruns of Saturday morning cartoons and I see the commercials, I realized how fortunate I was. I mean, boy, my mother would go out and get me so many of these things because I look and I go, I had that, I had this, I had that, and same with all the snacks. I obsess on these videos about snacks from the 80s and what's here and what's not there. One day we'll do a show about that too. But I remember, like, I've tried every single one of these things. You know what I mean? Like, now I don't know what's in the grocery store. I have no idea. I have no idea what's a new product. But I can tell you about the introduction of whatchamacallit, in the 80s.
What'd you say? Whatchamacallit? A
What did you
what?
do? I remember, where did you put the Super Friend stuff? Dreaming the Skies asks.
Everything's over here. I'll show you. There's too much junk over here to show, so I gotta go. So basically, this is the rack,
There's
and
Toxie.
I got so much stuff. Toxie, look at this stupid thing. Look, Freddy Krueger teeth. What am
I
I gonna do
love
with
it.
that? What am I gonna
Yeah.
do with that?
You're going to
Uh,
show it to people at home.
but the Super Friends ended up. I got a couple of them down here. There's Bizarro and Sinestro. Here's the magic screen from Pee Wee.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
And then so that's that side, and then this side is all of these guys.
I love it. This is fun.
Yeah. So and it's everything from RoboCops to the new Chainsaw, which is what the new Day of the Dead look like, which I can't wait to get them. So yeah, Flash Gordon, Godzilla's, yeah, and then up here I did all of my. I have so much shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then the He-Mans and
Love it.
and then you can see this giant.
Now, are those old He-Mans or are those the new
These
He-Man?
are all the new ones that came out in 20. So you'll see in the corner it says
The
new for 20.
retro. Yeah,
Yeah, so they're already 6 years old now.
it's crazy.
But these are not all doubles. Every single one under here is a different figure. Well, except for that, because I got two of those.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll see they're all different. And this is the other wall of madness. This is all the new GI Joes that they made, and so yeah, it's just a
Love it.
complete. I made it look like a toy store.
Somebody asked a good
So,
question. It's a question
uh,
that I think too. Paul asks, "Who does the
okay.
who does the dusting, and does it take a while? Because I need to do some
Sometimes,
serious dusting."
sometimes you don't have to dust because some of these toys just look cool with dust on. Like the monsters look pretty cool with spider webs on them. I leave them on there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But it just happened. I mean, this doesn't get that bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of. It's just a lot of work setting up these little guys. This takes many skills and hours and lots of puffing. And I got all my board games displayed up here. Um,
Sorry, I
and I
was
got
checking in on.
and I got Nubbins. He just hangs out like the Fresh Prince over there.
He looks very fresh.
Yeah.
I think that was a misprint, Brian, in the store, and I think it's been fixed by the.
So yeah, this is the newly decorated room.
What would Wednesday say first in a fire? Scream, the cat.
Scream would come first. I don't know. I don't even know what I would think about. Uh,
Mhm.
there's so much. I would take that crack magazine with Arnold and Willis on it.
Yeah.
That'd be the first thing I would get. Uh, but yeah, I'm happy with all this crazy madness over here. Uh, I did good. I got a little action figure shelf with all those dudes.
I love it. As Red Fox would say, you're a coordinator.
Yeah, this all makes sense to me. It you mix them all together, and
I love it.
so yeah, this is this room, and then I'm working on the living room next. That's the next thing I'm working on, and then I have a middle room that I'm going to turn into a movie room, and I'm going to put a big TV in there. I'm putting my sofa, and that's going to be where I chill and watch movies. And then in here, I just watch cartoons and play with my cat and play with toys.
Big discussion in my house is whether or not we need a bigger TV. I
Mhm.
always think we do. My loved one doesn't always agree. We are in the moving process, so maybe we
What
should
size
wait.
TV are you working with right now? And I'll tell you what you need.
What do you think that TV is? I want 100. That's what I want. But what do you?
That's like a 75.
She says that this is a 75 right here.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, but 100 is huger.
Yeah, it is huger. I think mine's like a 75 or an 80 in the living room. But
I think we have the same as what Wednesday has his living room. I think
Yeah.
we have similar. Yeah.
And then in my bedrooms, I've got like 60s, 60, 55, 60s, I
I think
think.
we're like that too, because our bedroom is smaller, so the TV isn't as far away. But I think I could go to 100.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make a movie room. I'm gonna put my record player in there. That's my media room. But
Media.
this is my just hang out. I mean, there's so much cool shit in here. And I've had this stuff for years, and I'm still in here just like staring at it like it's for the first time. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I
Oh no.
recommend it to
Amazing.
anyone that likes this kind of stuff or just likes anything that just sort of brings you back into you can escape reality from this. This isn't reality. This
Does
is
the
my
room have a name?
no. This is just it's just my fortress of solitude, I guess would be the like Superman's little ice cave.
I call my house Greenland. Not to be
That's pretty
confused.
good.
Yeah, that's what I call it. Any luck finding the Sanford and Son talking plush? I haven't been looking enough. Of course, I do want one, and if anyone wants to send me one,
I need it. I need that. I need the JJ doll.
JJ doll. Yeah.
I need them.
Uh,
And I'm still in the need. I still need a Peter Criss and an Ace Frehley doll. I don't have them.
the Migos. Yeah, the
The
original.
Migos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take one with a box or without. Maybe even without a shoe.
Yeah. No way. Listen. Either way, collecting can get dangerous. It can. I'm in a good place though, with getting rid of some stuff that just took up space, and now just figuring out where I'm moving and how much is going. We're definitely going to get another room just for junk, collectibles. All right.
Yeah, luckily we have enough room in the house that I could pretty much do what I want, and she doesn't really care that I decorated. And like if she came home tonight and I had a full haunted house built, she would be like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Michelle has gotten into Legos, and she's good at it, and it keeps her busy and occupied. And these big Harry Potter world villages, and it looks too hard to me. I don't think I would like it, but she's way into it. She has her own collecting, and we like a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I could get into Lego. Maybe I could get into Lego. I like Play-Doh. I almost bought some Play-Doh today.
Oh, I got a box. Someone sent me. I should thank them. They sent me a nice canister of Play-Doh with the little ones, and I'm just trying to figure out how to start playing with it. Like, I redid my kitchen a little bit, so I have a table where I could do my coloring. Because like they also sent me coloring books. But I don't know where to start with the Play-Doh. I think I'm better with getting like the Play-Doh kitchen, because then I'll start making some Play-Doh hamburgers and some
That's
Play-Doh.
what you need. You need a play set. I remember having the Empire Strikes Back
Yes,
Play-Doh.
carbonite.
That was a good one.
That's the best. You can put Han into carbonite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, see, some people, a lot of people relating to our craziness. I saw a comment that I liked, and I'm going to find it. Where the hell was it? Oh, here we go. Highway Star. And by the way, Highway Star, thank you for being a channel member. Anyway, thanks for the show tonight. It was a welcome distraction. And that goes back to what kicked off the whole show. We're here for a distraction. Wednesday night, I don't want to talk about real life either.
Real life sucks.
Nothing fun in the real world. But in this universe that we've created with like-minded people, we have a good time all the time.
Magazine should not be on the ground here.
Yes, no.
I did find a couple of other Famous Monsters magazines that had cool covers.
That's a good one. I don't remember that one.
Look at that dude. And I got the Coop.
Raise your fist and yell.
Should get him to sign that one.
Constrictor. That is Kip Winger and Kane Roberts. I have it on vinyl signed by them and Alice.
Does the original cover? I don't think he has fangs. I think Basil drew the fangs on that.
I think you're correct. I don't think you see that part.
And I didn't realize they even had this. Stan Lee's #1 Monster Madness.
How great.
So I don't even know. But when I get my magazine rack that's spinning, I can put all this stuff. I can put all of that, plus all the cool.
We could start doing a magazine of the day. You know.
And I could put all the programs that I have, all of that. So that was my idea.
Hold on, ZZ wants to sell us some sauce. I'm always interested. Hey, this is ZZ. You'll need a jar of ZZ's smoking spice for your collection. Not only does it look cool, but it tastes awesome. Well, listen, ZZ, what kind of sauce is it? I like sauce. Or is it just spice? Well, listen, I'm in. Me and Wednesday are going to be exchanging Eddie Ojeda Christmas hot sauce. I don't know what I'm talking. I'm bringing you a jar of hot sauce. But anyway, ZZ Smoke and Spice, I appreciate you, and I'm happy to endorse your product. Maybe send some over, and I'll try it. Thank you, ZZ. If you guys want to check it out, he's got a site, I guess. Murder Dolls Legos. Someone says we need that. Can you work on that Wednesday?
I'll do my best.
Okay. ZZ Ward. Is that ZZ's name? Someone give me some more information. Play-Doh doesn't smell as good as it used to, I should point out. It's not. They probably took out what made it fun. It's still good.
They probably took the good chemicals out.
Yeah.
Put some more bad ones in it.
Someone mentioned that they were going to go to Las Vegas to the Sphere. That's Dawn. And they were going to see the Eagles, and they wanted my thoughts. I'm a bad person to ask about the Eagles. A friend of mine a long time ago told me I got these tickets to the Eagles, and I was out hiking. I was wearing shorts and a maroon shirt, and I was like, all right, I'll go. And then I realized that she had like $10,000 tickets that were comped by like the owner of the MGM, and I looked like a homeless person, and I'm not an Eagles fan. So I sat down and I started looking at my cell phone, and then someone comes over and goes, oh, no cell. You can't look at your cell phone. I was like, are you kidding me? And they're like, no, it's a cell phone free. And I go, this is before bands were locking up phones. And I'm thinking, I got to sit through this bullshit for 3 hours. And they're like, welcome to the history of the Eagles. And like, here's the acoustic, and here's this, and here's that. And I felt bad because I know so many people, Michelle, people love the Eagles. When I think of 1977, I think of punk rock. I don't think of Hotel California. The Eagles is the whitest music you could ever see. You know what I mean?
You should have pulled a Big Lebowski and got mad. He goes, come on, man. I've had a horrible day and I fucking hate the Eagles.
Yeah.
That's what you should have said.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of my cab. Get the fuck up.
Do I think people should go see the Eagles? If you're a fan, I mean, see what you can. It's going to end soon. They're old. That Sphere is very expensive. I was kind of interested in seeing No Doubt at the Sphere, though. They're the original No Doubt. It's funny, it's coming up in the next few months, No Doubt residency and a Goo Goo Dolls residency. I was like, is it 1998 again? Wednesday's not going for it. Yeah.
I want to try to make it out to one of these Alice Cooper, Chris Angel shows.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that.
Oh, hold on. ZZ Ludwig. He's the Spice Guy. ZZ, thank you. I'm going to check this out. What kind of, am I seeing drama? People complaining? If there are, I ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
I got up to get myself a cold pop.
Michelle, is there anyone being stupid today?
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, Chips Enough rookie card. If you guys want the Chips Enough rookie card, I think it was in this one. It's definitely in this one. Chips Enough did not pull it yet. So it's the same box. You could get the Chips Enough rookie card. He pulled the Pretty Boy Floyd rookie card. And then I think he insulted Pretty Boy Floyd. Those bands insulting each other is kind of a funny thing, like, the people in glass houses. You get what I'm saying? But yes, the Eagles are very white bread. But look, you want to see them, go see them. Pretty soon, we're not going to have events. Alice Cooper, Chris Angel show. Listen, it's coming up. It's going to be fun for the whole family. Down is up. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very kind of you. Have you guys seen the Eva Knievel film Viva Knievel and your thoughts? I haven't, but Wednesday is nodding yes.
Is that the one that Johnny Knoxville did? I think it's the only one. Yes, I've seen it. It was great.
I got to check it out. I've had the pleasure of meeting Evel Knievel twice. I went to one of his birthday parties. I had a piece of Evel Knievel's birthday cake. They don't make them like Evel Knievel anymore.
If I had an eagle, I would name it Eagle Knievel.
Well, could happen. You got enough wild animals in that backyard.
I mean, why not? See what happens.
Any thoughts on the new Scream movie? Have you seen it?
No.
Will you see it?
Nah, I might watch it. I don't know what's going on. I liked the first Scream movie. I liked the Scary Movie parody. I thought it was funny. I just didn't really follow the whole franchise, and yeah, that's where I'm at. I may watch it. I may not.
I feel the same. I started watching some of the later Scream movies on planes and things when I had nothing else to do. I have not been overly impressed by any of them, to be honest, after the first one. The second one I kind of liked, but at the time I remember thinking, oh, the thing now is to have rappers, and everything. And it felt forced.
When I saw Busta Rhymes and LL Cool J and Halloween, I was a little disappointed.
That starts to ruin it for me as well. So I'm not.
I told you I was in the theater on the night H2O opened. It was packed, and it was mainly a black audience watching it. And when
a lot of talking.
And when LL got killed, I remember somebody went, "Oh no, LL!"
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn! And there people were like weeping about it, and I'm just like.
I've told my story a bunch of times. When growing up in New York, you would go to the Bronx or you go to Times Square and see movies. If you went to like Kung Fu movies, people were going to talk to the screen, depending on the movie. So we went to see one of the revivals of Return of the Jedi. And I thought, this is a movie that won't have a lot of talking. There'll be a lot of white nerds paying attention. And it was a quiet theater. And then we got to the scene where Yoda is dying. And as soon as Yoda came on the screen, somebody yelled, "Looks like my grandma!" And it was good. It was well timed. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
But I did expect it. Mm-hmm. Why
That was
not?
like an episode of Seinfeld where George Costanza kept going to the same movie and kept yelling the same thing
I forgot
every,
about that.
and everyone thought it was funny. And then the guy with the laser pointer fucked it all.
Mhm.
What
Uh,
a weird concept for an episode, but amazing.
Melissa's going to have some green beers tomorrow. Wednesday, you must have some Irish descent, right?
Oh, I'm Irish as Irish Spring soap. I don't even have
Mhm.
to use soap. My body just lathers.
Will you do any celebrating?
Uh, I don't know. I might wear a green shirt. I might wear my something with green in it. I might
Mhm.
play with my Swamp Thing figures. I'm not going to be partaking in any alcoholic
No.
celebrations, but I do celebrate in the green community, if you know what I mean.
Mhm. Very well said. Speaking of green, green-eyed girl 8 with the green super chat. She's been a member for 16 months. Much appreciated. So happy that you're back. You were missed. Oh,
You could have a baby and already be walking that baby around in that amount of time.
that's true. You're right. Always a great time and needed distraction for your waste some time community. Thank you, Jason. Wednesday, thank you, Michelle. Well, thank you. If you want to help this channel, by the way, if you want to keep Wednesday and I here, the best thing you could do is make sure you've subscribed. Right now, there's close to 300 people watching. You got to make sure you subscribe. We've got a ton of new subscribers, which is nice. And make sure you do that. Like this video. If you want to go back afterwards, last week I had to pause the commenting. People were getting ahead of themselves, and I hate to do that, but let's not turn this into a frenzy. Commenting on videos, watching videos helps the channel. If you want to become a channel member or a Patreon, that's great too, and we're going to offer a lot of content just for that. And Wednesday's here out of the goodness of his heart. Although I'm going to have to buy him some grits for how much he
Grit
does.
it up.
And you know what? If you want to support Wednesday 13, it's very easy. Go to officialwednesday13.com. Wednesday, I was thinking of a few ideas for you, as I often do. You should get a code, like for one show only when we're here on your merch for your store, and maybe let's offer people 13% off. What do you one day? What do you
We can
think
do
of that?
that. We can do that every week. I could get an item and we could do a
Yeah.
percentage off and we could pick something cool every week and
Mhm.
or not every week, but every once a month, whatever, and do
Yeah.
some stuff like
But
that.
I think a 13% off sale, maybe a few items, one item, all items, I don't know, with a code, and we give back to the viewers. I think that would be a good thing. But anyway, you can go check out Wednesday.
Yeah, well, my guy Kevin that runs the store here, he watches this usually the following day. So let's do that, Kevin. Let's hook it up. Let me know what you want to
Kevin's the
do.
best. Kevin reached out to me with some nice words. Great guy. He's helped us. Kevin helped us with these mugs. They're sold out right now, but Kevin helped me get this done. Good guy. So anyway, go to Wednesday's website and Dreaming in Disguise knows Kevin. And all right.
I want to get one of those mugs that has all the cassettes on it with all the sides of the
Side.
cassette. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's got to be like some hair metal stuff. I don't want one with a bunch of like fucking, Hootie and the Blowfish and
Right.
Casey and the Sunshine Band. I want like Vane, Dokken, you know.
Mhm. Um, this Wednesday and I will be back for the biggest cartoon show ever. And maybe people don't want to see that. Maybe people only want drama and clickbaiting and fighting. But this Wednesday, we're going to dig deep.
Yeah, but it's movie cartoons. We're talking
Right.
about Swamp Things, RoboCops, all the Rambo, Chuck Norris. There's
TV
a lot.
shows, TV
Yeah.
shows also. And maybe we give a brief mention to how video games became a massive cartoon license. All of a sudden, every video game had a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
So we could talk about the cross branding. I'll tell you Wednesday, and we'll elaborate more on Wednesday.
What
But
about the Pac-Man? Pac-Man cartoon
it's
was
huge.
was was pretty awesome.
I will tell you one of the reasons that cartoons were able to do what they were doing in the 80s was that the FCC was not they weren't around as much. I'm going to explain it better on Wednesday. But what happened was the Reagan years were lax on policing these cartoons. They were supposed to make cartoons have messages and be positive or educational. And at that time, they gave up and said, you know what? How about a Rambo cartoon? And so that's where they were able to license these things. And so we're going to talk about it for sure. Do you remember Dragon's Lair? That kind of thing? It was too hard for me, the video game.
Yes, Sean owns it.
Yeah, he has it, right?
Yeah, it's in his house.
I will accept Jason Wednesday merch for birthday presents. Chris getting ready to celebrate a birthday. Yes. Well, you can go to our websites and definitely tuning in Wednesday. It's going to be fun. Not going to be the same old shit. If you tuned in to hear me talk about the cruise and I didn't do it, I talked a little bit. Look, it gets crazy, but you're going to be able to watch those videos every day. You tune in, you'll see some videos of me on the cruise, and Michelle. Michelle is much more interesting to look at than me. I try to stay off the camera.
Here's a question for you. Do you remember these toys? Hold on. I found one of these guys. I'm looking for these, even if they're loose or whatever. But there was a Fisher Price put out these toys. One of my earliest memories, like before I was even getting G.I. Joe, I don't think G.I. Joe was out. They made these. These Fisher Price Adventure People.
That looks like the Metaluna Mutant too, but
it's fucking weird looking. This package is all messed up, but like it had like these different figures. And this is one of the guys too that I had, and his chest piece is missing, but he had like a reflective. And they had all these different guys, and they were kind of made like at the time you'd see like they made them after different movies or they were inspired by different kind of things, but they made these space people. And
if my mother's watching, maybe she'll remember I had it. My mother, she's older now, but boy, she has a memory. My mom will go, "Oh yeah, I bought you that in 1979." You know, so I don't remember.
Look how weird and cool this figure is.
That's crazy. And yes, Don Bluth animated those games for sure.
So this is something else I'm looking for. These Fisher Price
Adventure People. Those things, Fisher Price, Wednesday will take them off your hands.
Yes, and I mean loose. I don't care. They're cool. They're weird, and they made a lot of bizarre toys.
Rod Campbell, thank you so much for the super chat, and we're excited to be back. And Toon Show is going to be good. Bought a lot of merch from me on Wednesday. That's great. You never know. You could see another Wednesday auction. You never know.
Yeah. I got a bunch of. I'm spring cleaning.
Saturn 13 with Farrah Fawcett. I believe that's where
I just watched that.
Wow, they have figures of that too.
It's not from that, but it looks like that's what those kind of movies were inspiring these kind of toys. It's like even if you look at G.I. Joe, all the punk rock guys are called the Dreadnoks. They were all inspired by Mad Max and the Road Warrior because that movie was out at the time. And so a lot of things were inspired by movies, but not actually from the movies. That would be my guess on that.
Have we sold out of these cards yet, by the way? Is there some left? I don't want to push it if they're gone.
There's one more of the Three's Company.
Okay, Three's Company I know is almost gone. I only had a couple of those. I thought it'd be fun. It wasn't even to make money. It was like maybe someone would like to have one. It's from the video because all these things are what left over from the video. But 20% off. Use the code Cruise. It's easy enough. Capitals or anything? All capitals? All capitals. Cruise. And then you could. Maybe we should open one right now. Right? We should open one. Wednesday, you don't mind. We open one, right?
Do it.
Let's do. We'll have to add one to inventory, but okay, here we go. This is the Rockstar. I hope I don't get the Dana Strum or Chips Enough rookie card because I want one of the viewers to get it. All right, here we go. We're opening the pack. First up, I can tell that is Belinda Carlisle. Look at that rack. Wow. I'm a Belinda Carlisle fan.
Damn.
That card right there.
Heaven is a place on earth.
Without a doubt. I don't know. Oh, that's the Doobie Brothers. Which Doobie you be? Wow. Taking it to the streets. The Doobie Brothers. Yeah. Which Doobie you be? If you were going to bootleg a concert, that's the one to do.
Be sure to get a trench coat.
Now, who are these fine friends? Oh, Force MDs. I remember the name. This is one of my favorites. Oh, look at this one. Yngwie J. Malmsteen, and that's a cool card right there. I'm going to say that this is the Yngwie Malmsteen rookie card, if you're watching.
That's pretty good. It's on fire, too.
Yeah. Now, who are these? Hold on. What does that say? The Party. This is the first one that I don't know what that is. They look like a couple of chicks at the party, so it's not a sausage party. Who are these hair farmers?
The Party.
What does that say? Blue Tears. You know what that is?
I remember them.
I think that might have even stumped me. That's a Blue Tears rookie and final card. What is this one? Oh, this is the Hoodoo Gurus. I remember the name. See, this set has a lot less metal in it.
I had all those. I remember getting all those from Big Lots.
Dred Zeppelin.
But there's some good ones in there. There's Hanoi Rocks, I think, in these.
There are definitely some good ones. Who is this?
Who is that? White Trash?
Linear.
Upside down. Who's that?
This is something called Linear. Looks like a Ricky Martin. A smooth up. I don't know. All right. What is this one? It's funny. You can get that. Looks like you too. That's you too. You can get Hanoi Rocks in the same pack as. Oh, you get 10 cents off. And then there's a game. You can get instant rules. I feel like we should open one of the other ones too, Wednesday. I know it's 2 hours into the show, but here we go. This is the metal one. And then you should order these, whoever's watching. Get them now, 20% off. All right, what do we got here? I think that's Billy Squier. It is. Do you consider Billy Squier to be a metal maniac? I mean, I don't know.
Not a metal maniac. He's a rocker.
He's a rocker. Dave the Snake Sabo of Skid Row.
That King Diamond?
King Diamond right there. Check out my interview with Glenn Drover from King Diamond. He talks almost nothing about King Diamond at all. It was like pulling teeth in that one. That's LA Guns right there. I could tell by all that black hair. That's LA Guns. That's the way they should look, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it. Phil Lewis decided to go bald.
He went blonde.
Oh, he's not bald?
He's blonde.
Oh, okay. Well, more power to him, by the way. More power to him.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. I went blonde a while ago.
Look at Robert Plant right there.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat. As long as they're happy, I'm happy.
That's a good little vest he's got on right there.
There's a Skid Row card. This is not the Sweetwater audition card. Now, if you want to be the singer for Skid Row, you have to audition like a game show, apparently. I don't know.
It's like, how y'all doing? My name's Rick, and I've been in the music scene for about 10 years. And I really like Skid Row, and I'm going to give you guys a shot. And here we go. Ricky was a young boy.
Did you ever think the day would come when Twisted Sister would be fronted by Sebastian Bach of Skid Row? Skid Row would be auditioning singers on YouTube, and the singer for Great White would be 21 years old and on American Idol. What's happening out there?
What's causing all this?
Right. That's Jan from Vixen, the late guitar player for Vixen. Oh, there's a good one right there. Mark Slaughter.
Yeah, Slaughter. I was thinking about Slaughter yesterday going, man, when I first heard their name, like, for be a glam band, they sounded like they would be a metal band, like Slaughter with Possess and Creator. Yep.
If you had to Google the band Slaughter, you could get you have to put the word band in it, or you'll get like meat houses and terrible images.
They should have been Slafter.
And then there's Slafter. A lot of people who made fun of Slaughter called them Slafter. I had a very good talk with Dana Strum recently. Dana Strum, I love to tease him and make jokes, do his voice when I listen. But that is a very smart, knowledgeable guy.
He
Billy,
produced Kick Tracy. Of course, he's smart.
sure, you're damn right he did. What is that?
That looks like
This is one of your bands.
my neighbors. Is that Corey Clark?
No, that's Warrior Soul.
That's Heaven's Edge.
Heaven's Edge, you got
That's
it.
Heaven's Edge. Skin to skin. Talk about the mood we're in.
Mm-hmm. That's David. Oh no, Nuclear Assault. Nuclear Assault. Anyway, that's Robin McCauley of MSG. There's a lot of cards in these packs, and then the Billy Squier rookie card. You know, if you guys buy these packs of cards, maybe we can open them on the air together. Maybe you guys could come on, and we'll open up packs, and we'll all see what we get. Well, I got to get Wednesday. I got to give you some of these packs because then you can open them.
Let's do it.
And yes, Dana did find Randy Rhoads among others. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed some of that cards. I remember, I think it was Chris Rock who made the joke. If you were in the old days, you come out and go, "You mean the number one rapper is a white man?" You're talking about Eminem or whatever, and you know, and the number one golfer is a black man. You know, it was it's sort of like Twisted Sister with Sebastian Bach. What? Mm-hmm. If I could go back and tell me as a kid that Sebastian Bach is about to sing for my favorite band, Twisted Sister, I'd be shocked.
I think it's going to be cool. I mean, if anyone's going to do it and they're going to do it with him, because he's going to give it. He's going to be a kid in a candy store with those shows. It's going to be fun to watch. So I'm already excited for his energy on it.
If any of the Patreons want these cards, I'll when we do a mailer. I like to, as they say in vacation, I like to send a mailer. We just sent out a sticker to everybody on our Patreon list.
Why do you need my address? We like to send out a mailer.
One of the best lines ever. Bill Murray's brother, by the way. Yeah. People forget that that's also Frank Shirley in Christmas Vacation. Same guy.
Mm-hmm. He's in all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. He co-created Caddyshack.
And when he screams, he kind of sounds like Mr. Spacely on Flintstones. He has that
vibe. Wednesday, it's time for us to go study cartoons.
Yes, I need to make some dinner and tend to my backyard animals.
Mm-hmm. Down on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Roxy Petrucci, also born on St. Patrick's Day. You can see a video of her opening those same cards that now you can own. Link in the description. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. This was fun. I had a good time with everyone. Good catch up with Wednesday. And we're going to see you all again Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Mark your calendars. Thank you.